ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me. Clouds, so I can't see the ground. So I ain't coming down. So no, I ain't ever coming down. Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me.
We took many years ago, when I said to you we would never grow old. Messages I've saved that I never send, cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. Found yourself a way out of this small town. Got a place at school you didn't hang around. Every day you're far away, these streets don't feel the same. Everywhere is painted with your name. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here. Try to replace you with somebody out there. If I didn't chase you, would you even care? And if I lost my mind, would you come around? I will keep you safe and sound after all this time. Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Today, we got the 5v5 1v1 duels on the table today. Boys, how are all you doing today? Welcome back, welcome back. Yo, EU, hopefully you guys are ready for some 5v5 1v1 duels. Today is EU. Europeans are on the Friday. If you are EU, tell your friends, tell your mom. This is the day to get in, because I know I'm going to get messages tomorrow. Hey, Dal, when are the EU duels? I never can catch them, and you never tell us. EU duels on Friday. EU duels on Friday. Friday EU duels. EU duels on Friday. European duels on Friday. I was going to say... I was going to try to say it in Spanish, but I realized, even like a really bad Spanish, but I don't even know how to say duels. Damn it, this is one word I don't know what to say. Oh man, I had the gusto and I was like, I just stumped myself because I was like, wait, oh no, I don't know the main part. How y'all doing though? Welcome back to another stream. Hope all of y'all having a wonderful, beautiful day, you beautiful, beautiful butterflies. Hope everybody's having a good one. Let me get the music back up and running here. Boys, how are all you doing? Here we got him in the chat. We got Samuel, Lexic, Chicago, Kren, the beautiful Game and Pancake. We got Nikos. We got ourselves Celtic. We got ourselves as well. G, my man Noko. How are all you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. What's up, Brian? How you doing, my dude? Welcome back, everybody. Let's have some fun rules today, yeah? EU. Get ready. Start making groups together. We're gonna hop on in just a moment. Alright, I got messages from Anto. Let's go, dude. Also, anybody else playing PTR? Dudes, PTR questing. The Torghast questing. And I don't know if anybody's queuing Battlegrounds on PTR for questing. It'd be kind of cool. Maybe we can get a group together or something. But like, apparently you get a lot of XP right now on PTR. And questing in Shadowlands, like through Threads of Fate, it's so quick. Me and Credit are just blasting through the bonus objectives, dude. Collecting so much renown while we're questing. It's actually kind of crazy. Pin. Okay. Pinned it. Remember Dal the Pal, dude? Remember? Oh wait, you guys can see it. I was gonna say, remember Dal the Pal, but it's still on PTR. Here we go. Remember this guy? I don't remember this guy at all, dude. I don't remember this character at all. Is it just me? I remember this guy, dude. Elon Husk. Originally was, I think, Wolfslayer XD. Or Wolfslayer X. And then he had to change the name, which is a little lame. But we got ourselves Dal Spectator for them spectating EU duels. Boys, the exclamation option amazing. They're really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed that video from earlier. What's up, Bill? How you doing, fam? The front row seats, dude, right? Let's go. Yeah, these customizations on PTR look fantastic as well. Sentry, as well as Anto with a group. Sentry also messaged me. Hold on, Sentry, what did Sentry say? That's the question. What did Sentry say? Did I have 5? We're ready to get Kragar? You guys want to go against Kragar? Wait, Anto said ready. Kragar said ready. So do we do Sentry versus Kragar and then Anto? Because Sentry wants to go versus Kragar. Is that what we do? Oh no. Oh no. Because normally I would do Anto and Sentry, but he wants to go versus Kragar. I guess we put... So Sentry wants to go versus Kragar. I guess you can throw Kragar in there. I know that Anto was the first one to make a group to respond. Actually, the first one to whisper me. So we'll mix it up a little bit, but normally we'll go by the first come, first serve rule. Anto, sorry, my man. You just put you on the back burner for just a quick second. We also got ourselves David Davis. Here, we got a hashtag David in chat. Showing appreciation for a wonderful membership, my man, of 3 months in a row, my dude. Thank you so much, bug. I appreciate ya. Invite, spectator, match, Kragar, and Sentry. Let's get them in there, boys. Let me actually downgrade the quality of the song, but otherwise you're good. Actually, you know what? I like the song so much. Can we replay it? Can we replay the song when it's about to end? I'm actually a huge fan of this song. I don't know why. I think it's a good opener stream song, or opener duel song at the very least. I'm a big fan. I like that 8-bit kind of going on there too. I like that a lot. Switch. We got ourselves Team 1 together with Kragar Advo. We got ourselves your boy Advo. You got a Kragar in the same spot with try to kite me as Necrolord, Windwalker Monk. Try to go for the big one shots. You got ourselves. I remember calling you 10th for some reason, but should I call him Thanks? THX. Should we call him Thanks? I don't really know. Is that the name, dude? Is that the name we go with? Wait. Yeah. I'm trying to replay that song again. It's so good. Yasha, shot love. Are we going to be seeing a big one shot from Yasha? Yasha, shot love. Versus the other team, we got ourselves Drek Rosh, the warrior with Masterfoot as a Boomy and Stealth. Chokes as well as Talon Rice. It looks like there's one missing on team 2. It looks like the main man of the hour, Archie, isn't even there. Gonna be Yassi open it up first versus the... Oh, he's just walking up to bow at him? he hit a slow to Talon Rice. He had a hand over him. The walk that he tried to look about it short stopped. And that's going to be a Night Fae played by Talon Rice. What is going on? Oh no, is he prepping for the next match? That's going to be Night Fae. Actually, the bubble coming out as the pets are just mauling him down. Stun onto Yaza as Talon Rice popping up with full coolness. He does a blessing of Summer, trying to make the most damage with that blessing. But it looks like that is going to be a Warlock. Get the hell out of dodge. Big word of glory is up for Talon Rice to try to survive past the burst of the Warlock. Bilefiend up for Yaza. As is the one looking... I guess he was looking to maybe run after Talon Rice. Talon Rice just swung around, still got wings rolling. Trinket out of that fear. Decimate bolt set up for Yasa. Is he going for the one shot? It is getting some beefy damage in the not quite a one shot, but beefy damage either way. Definitely playing the Necrolord Legendary as yet another blast just goes flying. Talon Rice at least got himself a bit of recovery behind the pillar. Hand of Goldans out of Yasa continue to spawn all the imps and all the demons. Talon Rice under quite a lot of pressure. We're still missing somebody on team 2. Hopefully we'll get the man of the hour. My intro failed and threw me off. Sorry. It's all good, Archie. It's all good, my man. Missing your man, Archie, but hopefully Masterfoot or Drek Raj, Talon Rice, or Chokes can play for 2. More to call, as Yasa might actually have a setup. Talon Rice doesn't really have a lot to work with. Only self-heals. Gonna be a little bit of that, the totem, or the... Obelisk play for Yasa. Pets are empowered. Faster casting could be really bad for Talon Rice. He's in executed range. Those demon bolts are going to do so much damage. Oh my goodness. To remind everybody how demon bolts and decimating bolt for Necrolord Warlocks works. Decimating bolt will do a set amount of damage. That damage is increased the lower the target's health is, so it has a baked in execute mechanic. Also, it will apply that beefed up damage. So like if it hits a target at low health, your next empowered abilities, Incinerates, Shadow Bolts, Drain Life, or Demon Bolts will also be empowered based on how hard Decimate Bolt hits. So if a Decimate Bolt hits somebody super low on health, those Demon Bolts are going to rip right through them. And that was quite a bit of damage as the pally got low. Another Obelisk coming down with a full Tyrant. Mortical right after Chokes might head to bubble. It does go for the bubble. And that's going to be a Decimated Bolt. I think Decimated Bolt snapshots his health at low. Demon Bolts could be huge right now. Does he have him? There's gonna be Puppy Dogs in, Demon Bolt 1, Demon Bolt 2, Choke's barely living it, third Demon Bolt surviving it, and that's gonna be all the damage out of Yasuo. Choke's still standing. Big carry and hammer coming down with Tempest Verdicts to follow. Shield of Vengeance to keep himself afloat, does not focus on his own health just yet. It's gonna land an interrupt onto Yasuo, finally getting some damage in, letting the Shield of Vengeance sit there. Yasuo not even looking to break the Shield of Vengeance, just letting that thing stay there the whole time. Fear getting spammed up on the Chokes. Yeah, that's gonna be some Decimated Bolts, some Demon Bolts afterwards. Next, Decimated Bolt setup, no more bubble out of this Paladin, no more Shield of Vengeance. All he has is a Blessing of Protection, which could be not fantastic for him. Could maybe get out of stuns. Decimated Bolt setup, Demon Bolts are gonna do a lot of damage. Mortal send him out with some oh my god, it's a lot of damage coming in. Fear to follow, it's gonna be a hand to go down on Yasuo. Chokes is actually at no health whatsoever. Word of Glories are up. It doesn't look like Yasuo has the Demon Bolt to follow. I only counted 2 that got empowered. It looks like that was the third one. Trinket out of Yasuo as wings are up for Chokes. Looking to get some big damage in, and Yasuo is gonna be able to get the hell out of dodge, boys. Also, quick question, boys. Is the stream still good? Hopefully the stream is still good. Because I got a DM in the Discord telling me might be down. Are we good, chat, or are we off? Let me know. Quick Fear on to Chokes as Yasuo looking for a bit of damage. At least we can record this one and put it on YouTube's. Because it looks like Yasuo got himself perfect setup. Gonna be a Fear as Chokes almost fell off the side. The Fear actually saving him off the ledge. Stun. That's gonna be a Tyrant coming down. The Blessing of Protection coming into play, breaking him out of that stun. Mortal Coil running him out. Decimated Bolts setting up. Not the biggest damage. Should eventually be able to hold off Chokes. Looks like he was able to hold off at least for 2 minutes until Shield of Vengeance back up. He used to do that for 2 more minutes until Bubbles back up. And for Yasuo, this is a perfect situation. This is a great spot for him to be in. This man still has 1 more Decimated Bolt. You can actually see that green orb hovering around him. That is a Decimated Bolt ready and pumped and gonna be doing a lot of damage. There it goes. Getting Chokes kind of low. But it would have been much better if maybe Yasuo had something to execute off of. Double stun on to Chokes. Gonna be trinket out of it with the Wake of Ashes stunning all the demons. Yasuo trying to land a Fear. Then it's gonna be wings. I don't know if it's real wings or maybe a proc for Chokes. Dropping down the hammer onto Yasuo. But Yasuo is super far away. That's gonna be Curse of Exhaustion on Chokes. Trying to battle it together with a Hand of Freedom. But looks like he isn't really able to do much. The Fears, I can just run him the other direction. The Obelisk is down. Could take down the Obby. Stunned before the Decimated Bolt goes off. Kyrian Hammer coming down yet again. We are in a similar situation. Chokes trying to see if he can fight through this. That's going to be potentially a Fear out of Yasuo. Go for Decimated Bolt instead with a stun. Big damage and Chokes goes down. While Yasuo isn't playing the big cheesy one shot where he goes for literally 40,000 damage in a single Decimated Bolt. And for that one, you'll have to play the Succubus from the Shadows build. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of factors to set up. And it's a lot harder to do in like a 1v1 in 3v3 or 2v2. Potentially you could pull something off. But either way, he's still got a lot of damage under his belt. Master Food or Drek Rosh are going to be up next as we try to figure it out. But so far, Yasuo got himself still 1 more Decimated Bolt just ready to go. That was a pretty nice lineup on the Paladin. He still has 1 beefy punch. But if whoever is on the other team takes too long, then he's going to lose out on it. And they have to set up for it a little bit later. Picking up Eyes could potentially still... No, it looks like the orb from the Necrolord Decimated Bolt is gone for the time being. Stun onto Master Food. He triggers out of it, but the interrupt still goes through. The Tyrant comes out as a Mortal Coil is in. Stun right after Decimated Bolt. His Master Food is low on health. It's not going to sit that long at all, though. Kind of low on health. Silence onto Yasuo into an interrupt. Master Food is in a bad spot. Oh my goodness, Yasuo! Oh my god! This man! Oh! Was that just a 1 Decimated Bolt? He's still got 2. Oh, he's got 1. He's got 1 in the holster. He's still got 1 in the chamber. He's ready, yo, Drek. If he just moves, Yasuo just has a big old snipe for him. He did hit Masterfoot at pretty low health. He's like, yo, Drek, you want to play? Are you here, my guy? Are you ready to go? I'm trying to stab you. Can you please? I want to send this Decimated Bolt at you. Pull. I got 1 big Demon Bolt. He's just going to send it either way. I think he lost the damage on it. Looks at Drek says, dude, looks like everybody on Team 2 disconnected. Even Drek isn't even moving, which is super, super unfortunate. Kraga going for a Shadow throw. Yeah, it looks like Drek is gone too. What is going on, dude? Yasuo just wanted to play a whole team of boys. He only got 3 people to play against. Even though he did kill 4, that's only 3. But still, dude, that's some juicy damn. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. All right, let's get another one up and running, boys. That was way too quick. Let's get another one in here. Your boy Krager, I think, gotta go again. His team never got to play fully. Might try to throw me off. Sorry. It's all good. Yo, can we get Anto in? And we also got Jesus. Yo, we can throw Jesus for Sentry. Yo, Jesus, Sentry, we'll put you on the side because Team Krager needs to go again. Krager, if you are ready, I can get you in. Otherwise, I'll do Anto. There we go. Perfect. That's a juicy beard. I don't know, man. I got a bit of a homeless beard going on. I really want to grow it out, but like the only thing I really care and been working on is the mustache. The beard just kind of, I try to keep it clean as best I can. I do want to go for like a longer beard though. Be good. Awesome to hear that, boys. That destruction up to you too, dude. Thon, if only he had 4 people or 5 people to go through, dude, I think he would have still kept going. Not in queue. Okay, hold on. Let me queue us in. Let me requeue. And Anto XD. We requeue, please. Yeah. We'll get Sentry versus Jesus after this one. Just to get Anto in, give Team Krager a full chance, a full team to play up against. Yeah, if you guys want to join, we got a team pin up in the chat. We're not in queue. Okay, hold on. It broke. Okay. Let me go again. Let's just make sure it works. No, we're in. It broke. Okay. I'll keep queuing until it works. Hold on. Someone's dead. Okay. In my party. Okay, we'll wait. So if you guys want to join the EU duels today, that's how you do it. Go to Play vs Player Premier Group, Custom PvP, find a group, type number 5 in the search, enter, and you'll find a group for 5v5 1v1 duels on Alliance and Horde over on the EU. If you see one, you're more than welcome to join it. If you don't see one, you can make one yourself by hitting start group and name it something like 5v5 1v1 duels Dalaran, something along those lines, and let them tell them to join. And you could advertise that you have a group in the chat. This is a community ran thing. Like, do people make groups? It's not me making the groups. It's the community that makes the groups. So if you guys want to be part of it, you could join one of the groups that's up. Or if you don't see one, you can always make one yourself. There's usually other boys that are looking to join in. You know? Let's try it again. Oops, wrong chat. Okay, we're going again. You go again. Hopefully Anto no longer has a guy dead in his group. Other team has a dead guy in their group. Yeah, worst to worst, I will send Krager and Jesus against each other. Yo, Anto, let me know when you're ready. Our monk is dead and he's not responding. Yo, Anto, I'll give you like 30 seconds. If nothing works, then I'll throw Jesus against Krager. Just because Team Krager gotta play. And we'll get Sentry versus EU at that point. I'm a Gabala. It worked. Somehow it worked. I don't know how. What's up, Jason? My man. What's up, everyone? How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a wonderful evening, my man. It is a great day for some 5v5 1v1 duels. Is that what it was? Is that Fame Monster Eggs? That was the monk that was dead? Boy. Damn, so Jay, what's up, Phil? How you doing, my dude? Yo, Thondrin, by the way, thanks for messaging me back earlier. I really do appreciate it, my guy. I really do appreciate it, dude. It was a confusing time for me, dude, with everything going on in the guild. It was really confusing. I was like, I felt like I wasn't like talked to about anything. It just kind of came out of nowhere. And it was pretty embarrassing because it was like, well, here I am, ready to stream, and it's like, oh, I'm not in for the fights. Huh. So much for content. And it was just like, it just came out of nowhere. But hopefully we'll get it figured out by Monday. I think we're going to be overtime and trying to kill Sylvanas Monday. And I think she's going to die Monday if I'm in. If I'm not in, then at that point I'm just going to hang out in PTR. You know what I mean? Switch. Got ourselves Advo on Team 1. Looks like he's going to be first up. On that team is Krager, whose team didn't really get to play. On that team we got to swap up for a Frost DK. I don't even know how to say your name. NMSNPRNNS. Dude, it's actually just vowels. It's literally vowels. Wait. Oh, the opposite? Constants? Are vowels the A-E-O-U? The opposite of that. Right? It's literally all non-vowels. Gonna be decimated bolt out of Advo with a tyrant up and running. Hand to go down. Gonna be triggered out of here. Trying to make some damage happen. There's gonna be Cloak of Shadows out of the rogue. Still getting blasted through Cloak of Shadows by those pets with the physical damage. Big axes flying him. And Larry is having a really Larry. I don't even know how to say your name. I think it's Illeire. Larry? I'm gonna try my best. Larry, can we call him Larry? It's Larry. I like that. Gonna be actually Larry catching up with a lot of healing though. Versus Advo, still decimating bolts are cracking in, and Advo got pretty decent demon bolts saved up. He still got 2 charges of decimating bolt. Those green orbs around him, that tells you how many he got in chamber. Larry though, going for a Shadow Blades, but also resetting completely. So his cooldown's a little bit mismatched, but at this point, this situation, the Rogue is just looking for survivability. Looking to get out of dodge. Kid is shot as he's Advo porting next to him. Advo for choosing to go for a trinket. Another decimating bolt getting set up, but the line of sight is so perfect for Larry. Still gonna be able to land it either way. Larry getting hit with a stun. That's gonna be puppy dogs. Oh no! Oh, it's so unfortunate. The Rogue tried to see if he could survive. It's a little bit of a mishmash opener. Enter getting feared away as Ava catching up on a bit of a flesh cap, and he's trying to make sure there's a little bit of health to work with for him. Don't worry, bro. Always got a here for you. Appreciate you, Thundra. Appreciate you, my guy. Hey, down hanging out at work, fam down days. What's up, Jace? How you doing, my guy? Welcome to the duels. The Warlock has Xeno bolts in his chamber and ready to fire. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And Advo is somebody I think who played Destro and been playing a lot of demo. I think since Shadowlands or so. Still trying to get juke away from Answer. Look at that port. Just ported away and jumping back down. It looks like maybe he's waiting out for some cooldowns. I think Advo's maybe trying to prolong the game for the trinket. As he doesn't really have too long of offensive cooldowns. Pretty long defensive cooldowns. But nothing super crazy. On team 2, might as well introduce them. We got Fame Monster X. This guy's monstrous. As a monk, G-Fun go back and Necrolord. Interesting tags. He's still rocking that affliction. And we got Answer showing off that mount. While Advo is taking a sweet time trying to poke at the Paladin just a little bit by sending in some pets. Going to be a stun onto Anta before the Paladin can even respond, as Advo got a full set of pets onto Anta with a second stun. That's going to be full turn with a Mortal Coil. This actually could still go for a Decimated Bolt. That's still going to snapshot his ability. He snapshotted Decimated Bolt damage when Anta was about half health. So the Demon Bolts are still going to have a bit of damage to it. And to trying to go aggressively with that Wake of Ashes versus Advo, probably should have turned around and used Wake of Ashes on the demons, at least stunning them, as those demons are burning right through him. One more Decimated Bolt, more Demon Bolt being really bad. Answer, no health whatsoever, wakes us up. Is it just trying to see if he can burn the damage to the blind? Final wreck with a stun into Advo, still holding to Flush of Shield. Can Answer do this? Playing out defensively, not going for them Templar verdicts, or last verdicts rather. Isn't getting that interrupt though. Rebuke on the fear. And Advo is still kind of okay on health, landing the fear into Antu, but Antu caught up on quite a lot of health. That is the most important part. Antu got aggressive, tried to see if you might be able to do some damage to Advo, but he did at least catch up on health. So that wasn't complete waste of your wings. He tried to make damage happen. He was playing really risky with it, because he was literally one hit away. That blind, and he just trusted that everything is going to be blinded. No trinkets, no nothing. No random damage will just break a pet out, because anything would have taken down at that point. That was actually so close. Advo just putting the pet back to give it a little bit of help, but not completely resetting with it. Summoning a Vilefiend Stone into Antu. Blessing Protection comes out, and Advo does get interrupted, I think, on a fear. Still able to cast some of the demon summoning spells. Decimated Bolt onto Antu is going to be able to get a couple of those Demon Bolts in. Antu with a bit of damage of his own while Seraphim is up. Going to be Advo trying to lock out that Seraphim as best it can. Shield Advantage is up for Antu. Gives him at least a little bit of a defense. But looks like the lack of mobility being a Paladin is going to hurt him pretty hard. With Advo just putting him into fear, keeping him slow, Shadow Bolts for free. Andrew got some mobility with a quick port out of the Warlock stun and a fear back into Andrew. At least the boy got some hand of freedom for a moment. But Andrew is back up to full health, doing okay. Normal bubble, normal blessing protection to get out of stuns, no trinket for a while, no shield of vengeance. Wings coming up very, very soon, so potentially it might be able to go somewhat aggressive. Unless Advo is going to go aggressive first. He still has one more Decimated Bolt, one more Demon Bolt ready to go. Stun into Answer. Does he have the full lockout? Stun one into Mortal Coil. Decimated Bolt getting set up. Does he have the Demon Bolt to follow? Huge damage. And down goes the Paladin as Advo does end up sniping him out. And he still got, I think he still has a couple of Decimated Bolts, doesn't he? I don't see any of them spinning. I don't think Advo spent all of them at once into Answer. I think maybe that's a bug, but I believe, if I'm counting correctly, he might have one or two still left for Taxi. Taxi, speaking about Taxi, already getting tagged by those demons in the open. A Mortal Coil into the main pet of Advo, as Taxi just trying to get himself a little bit of health to work with. And that's going to be a pet sacrifice for Taxi as he's turning up the damage. He sometimes gets a pet out in the open just to make sure he has an interrupt. Like you'll have either the succubus for CC against the melee, or you'll have maybe I don't know, an imp for the freezing traps of a hunter, or potentially the dark lair or observer, if not a fellhound. I think dark lair is the big summon with extensive dots, but you'll have an observer just to get some interrupts, and then you can sacrifice it so you can land an interrupt as well. But also, you basically just want to sacrifice your pets for the DM. Adva does have a couple dots rolling on him. Taxi making sure to also dot up the other pets too. That's going to be agonies for chances of procs, but also just damage on its own. Trying to land a full solar into Adva does get a full up and running with a big haze buff. Adva with a flesh cut. Going to be Shackle's malediction for Taxi. Trying to give Adva less to play with. That's going to be Taxi actually supporting before that fear finishes, and Adva did use a reflect. That is something to note. Adva did use a reflect there for the Shackle. Look at the dots. They're actually just melting him. Adva is not in a good spot. Look at these dots. It's doing work. Darklight just got to walk it at Adva. I'm not really sure why it's waddling. That thing is not an auto attack pet. That thing is literally a spellcaster. But Adva is sitting at about half his health. It looks like the dots kind of extinguished, or at least the big buffs that make the dots really, really beefy. Extinguished once he got to about half his health or so. Going to be a full Tyrant on tags. Taking a bit of damage. Does have a dark pack early just to make sure he has plenty of health to work with. Interrupted Adva on the Decimate Bolt. He wants to deny the Decimate Bolt as best as he can. Sometimes he won't be able to do so since he doesn't have a pet that helps him do this. Decimate Bolt is up. Taxi, at least not getting the execute version of Decimate Bolts, but still Demon Bolts are going to hurt quite a bit. Especially with all these pets, all that damage together with now another Felguard joining the fight. That's a stun, maybe a second stun Taxi. Looks like it was with a fear right after. Just getting CC'd completely. Adva though, not completely healthy himself. Taxi got a lot of dots rolling on these pets. There's going to be drain life, sucking out the life right out of the demon pretty quickly. He is playing the build. I think it's Unstable Affliction, not Unstable Affliction, it's something else. But it's where Agony gives you a buff for your Drain Life, and the Drain Life is going to do more damage and heal for more as well. Tagsy getting hit with the Mortal Coil, Adva trying to catch up on a bit of health. And Tagsy going for that Dark Pack. The fact that you can use Dark Pack while it's CC'd, I think it's in a way kind of like a cheat code, dude. It's a really good defensive. It kind of sucks that if, let's say, you have your pet sacrifice, it will use your health to create a big shield. But still, it's really, really good. Just if you want to prevent damage while you're locked down on a minute, it's so good. I'm glad that it's at least a viable CD rather than what it was for like what felt like a couple expansions now. Adva with Summon Tyrant, going to be a stun around the corner of Taxi. Does he have any CC to follow up? Taxi bailing out of there pretty quickly. Could potentially go for a banish on the Tyrant, or maybe even the main pet of Adva. He is standing with all these pets. It looks like he's just going for the dots. Adva leaping in towards Taxi. He get hit with a Mortal Coil. Trinkets out of it. Mortal Coil Taxi back. Got to be a trinket out of Taxi. In order to reflect by the both the Warlocks, Taxi is going to have big haze buff rolling. Try to go for a setup versus Adva. Drain Life comes out. Is getting some healing off it. As that's going to be another stun on Tags and maybe even interrupting him on Shadow. Try to go for a fear onto Adva. That's going to be Decimate Bolt. That is going to be Snapshot for big damage. Those Demon Bolts are going to do lots. One more could be really bad. The pets finish him off, and he's still got one in the chamber. With G-Funk up next. That is such a bad matchup, I feel like, for Affliction Warlock versus Demonology. I feel like Demo just wins that almost by default. Just because of all that extra pet pressure and pet damage, Adva pouring out onto a freezing trap. G-Funk had him set up from the start. Trinkets out of the CC. That's going to be stunned to Adva. G-Funk getting plenty of free damage. Maybe potentially could go for. Actually, it looks like Adva already used the port. He's not going to get back up for a while. G-Funk getting hit with the fear. Adva just looking for a bit of health recovery. Is the Flesh Craft available? That is the question. Keeping G-Funk CC'd. Actually swapping the attention and the fear onto the undead pet of G-Funk. Trying not to get interrupted. That was a muzzle out of G-Funk. Trying to wall and just drain life off of the pet just to get whatever heal he can. Fear onto G-Funk again. And maybe Adva is trying to get the pet low. Trying to focus the pet. Potentially use the Decimated Bolt on the pet. Tyrant is available as G-Funk. No trinket available. Into a Decimated Bolt. Let's use it on G-Funk. Gonna be feign death for a second. And big explosion onto Adva. Ports out of there. Actually still alive, but barely though. Might he have a Flesh Craft? Needs one. Or maybe a Warlock Hellstone, anything. Turtle Shell out of G-Funk, Adva super low, trying to go for Drain Life on the pet of G-Funk as the demons are still chasing after the Hunter. Fleshcap does have interrupted. He does get the interrupt, but he puts himself in a very vulnerable position. Unless he has a Mortal Coil or something, he might be dead. Kill shot out of G-Funk, taking him out, ending the reign of that Demonology Warlock, at least for the time of this game. With, I don't even know what to call you. What would he call this guy? Chat, what do you call him? Like, even translated in Russian, it's literally all is it consonants? It's like everything but vowels. That's all his name is. NM. We could call him NM. Like M&M, but the NM part. That's it. Got himself the big slappy hand. G-Funk not doing that good against the slappy hand. And without a defensive to really stopgap the damage out of the Death Knight, he does go down. Not a lot you can really do in that situation. Looks like Fame Monster is last one left on Team 2. Super unfortunate for him. But honestly, this is the Fame Monster. Why would you have the name Monster unless you were just gonna surprise us with damage out of nowhere? Try to go for a Lex with Big Fist Inferior onto an M and taking him out just like that. Oh my goodness. Just like that with... I guess we're gonna call him Tanks. Getting blasted right now. Still so full damage. Was that a BDB on top of it? Tanks trying to go for as much self-healing as possible. Trying to survive it. Karma for Fame Monster X. Tanks could go for a bubble. Blessing of protection instead. Wait, if the Bob disappears, Fame Monster could maybe capitalize on this. As he's kind of okay for now. Wait. Are you a Necrolord? Oh my... Oh, he is a Necrolord. Look at that. You got the Slime Shield. I didn't see the Flash Captain open at all. So that could be big damage out of things, by the way. Because the damage he does, and maybe if he's running the... I don't really... Actually, I wonder what kind of legendary he's running. Because if he is running the Gava legendary, that could be a lot of damage. That's a lot of holy power. That's quite a bit of bursts together. That's a Tempest Verdict with a Divine Storm all at once. And even on single target, it does quite a significant damage. In PvP in particular. In cap, as Fame Monster trying to see if he can survive, but I think Thanks got him pinned in the corner. Gonna be a Diffuse Magic, trying to live the Holy in the shadow damage, and as soon as he's a trick it out of the Paladin, bails out of there. But Thanks charging in. Shield of Vengeance, Head of Freedom, Pony. Fame Monster got more mobility than you can imagine, though. So the Monk potentially is gonna be able to get a recovery. What's up, Azad? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. I hope one day Blizzard adds staff animations to casting classes instead of just one hands. That would be dope. I agree with you, Jace. I actually agree with you. Maybe in the next 0.5 patch, that'll be something for them to consider. So when you cast some spells, you kind of utilize your staff, or maybe like the wand. That'd be kind of neat. Yeah, I wonder what that would look like. I guess just more spells to incorporate the staff animation, maybe. I don't think it used to be like basic spells, but maybe like certain cooldowns or certain spells you cast every so often. Add the staff, kind of like the artifact weapon animations. I think that could look really good. You know? That's a lot of damage. Yeah, it is, dude. Thanks, though. Trying to see if we can do this. Drink it out of Fame Monster. Thanks didn't even pop cooldowns. That was just a Hammer of Justice. It didn't even have the gavel. It does have the full flash cut of the Karma. And Thanks potentially could go for a bubble here. Fame Monster got a lot of damage. Maybe early bubble before he drops in health. Fame does not get himself the big mobility with a kick. With the serpent kick across the room, just gotta hit the wall. It's gonna have a port, and Thanks does use wings. Is that a proc for wings, or is that real wings, though? That is the question. I guess we'll find out in a second if they disappear, and there's still a cooldown for it. I think it's a real wings. I think it's real wings. Fame only has one defensive, that is Diffuse Magic, but also he has the mobility. Nothing says you can't run away from a fight, and you might as well just bail out of there. There's no point of charging headstrong into a Paladin, especially as they have wings available. Thanks, on the other hand, could be in a good spot, though. The Gavel could be surprising amount of damage versus Fame. We'll find out. Going to be a Hammer of Justice. Fame getting hit with a Gavel. Does have a Flash Cut available. Burning through a Flash Cut pretty quickly. Diffuse Magic used immediately. And as soon as he saw the Paladin run the other direction, he bailed out of there, trying to create distance, trying to maintain his health as best he can. I wonder if Thanks does have a blind for this one. I don't know if blind would be helpful. BDB burst out of Fame. Shield of Vengeance up for Thanks. It's going to burst back to Fame. Fame with that Shackles Malediction. Thanks trying to see if he can break out of it. Shackles still on him, though. Trying to go for Flash Cut, breaking through the Shackles. And he's at least able to get himself some kind of absorb, breaking through it pretty quickly with a Rise of Sun kick. Thanks in a bad spot. Unless he gets a Hodge right now. Does get the Hodge. Is that it, though? Oh, he does do it. Oh my god, look at how many Necrolords we got. We got Admiral the Necrolord, G-Funk the Necrolord, Fame the Necrolord, and now Thanks the Necrolord. It's a Necrolord takeover, boys, especially with some of the buffs that Necrolords are getting next patch, dude. With 915 so far, I don't think it's a final list, but all the conduits for Necrolords are just getting beefed. It's actually crazy, or at least a lot of them are. Quite a lot of them. All right, let's get another duel going, yeah, boys. Yo, Kragard, I don't know when Krag is even going to be able to play, dude. At some point. Yo, we got to get Jesus, Sentry, break him up a little bit, and we'll throw Kragard against somebody immediately, okay? We'll do it like this, because we gotta break him up a little. We gotta give some variety. Jesus and Sentry. break you guys up a little bit. Answer, we're gonna have to throw you against Jesus or Sentry. Kragger, we'll throw you against the next person immediately. But yeah. Did I not record the first duel? Hope I recorded the first duel. That would have been really sad if I didn't. It's okay. I could go and take this stream VOD and we'll be okay. How many were we at? 71, 72, 79? 79 duels. Are you guys kidding me? We almost had 100, dude. This is an accurate. Nice. Also me last at 50k. How do you get that 50k Vanquish's Hammer, Atho? I want to know, dude. Upsetter, dude. Big one. Look at the Paladin catch the monk. It's actually huge. He was able to do it somehow, some way. Did pretty well, though. I think he played really, really well. Let me get the duels mix in here, boys. Let me get the duels mix here, boys. Let's go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Награды какие нет. Будет победителем. Награды? На какие награды хочешь? Победителем дуэлев. Rewards. They're saying what kind of rewards the duelers getting. I'm asking what kind of rewards do you want? Switch. Should we have some rewards? That'd be interesting. Archie on team 2. Getting hit with a scare beast by a back. Wait, that's a Kyrian Hunter with a big burst. Trying to go for the big opener. Archie does he survive the wall? That's going to be Earth Elemental as well. Aim should still flying through it. Archie surviving it for a moment. It's going to be freezing trap us back. Wasn't able to get all the defenses out of Archie. Trinket still holds strong. That scatter static link totem. Keep it back in place though. Oh no. It looks like Archie is going to be able to catch up. I was going to introduce team 2 and team 1, but I don't think I can. Crazy. Yo, man, 2358 when Walker Monk, here I come. Yo, more than welcome to join, my guy. More than welcome to join, my dude. Chicky Monk A. Yeah, you're more than welcome to, my guy. You're more than welcome to join. Just look if there's any other G groups up. We are doing EU duels right now. Yeah, normally we just do it. If you guys ever want to join these duels, anybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. Just, if you're EU, Fridays, Saturday is NA. Just join one of the LG groups. Like Bak and Archie. It looks like Bak is under a good spot, feigning death for a second, but he does actually go down. Archie wanted to make sure that he sundered him. Even looked at him just to make sure. Even looked at his corpse, targeted the corpse to make sure he was actually dead. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Up next, switching out to the Frost Death Knight. It looks like a dual wheel build, but I don't think it is. Gonna be a big grip onto Archie. Lands a stone on him with a Remorseless Winter into a second stun right after. Archie could be in a bad spot. Silence before the heal. Right as the heal comes out. Got the heal out before it though, so he should be a-okay. And Jesus did rock a lot of cooldowns just now. It looks like he's gonna play a little bit defensively with a bit of Chain of Ice versus Archie. Wait now for a bit. Shammy for the win. Boys, Archie. If you guys haven't seen Shamans and Duels, I know in PvP they're like, oh, it's just an enhancement shaman. What's the worst that could happen? And they just get blasted and outlived. That sometimes happens in duels, man. They try to nerf them in healing. A lot of classes got nerfed in healing, but with the better gear, they are coming back. The resurgence is happening. I feel like maybe their healing is a little bit less strong than it was, but like very, very slightly. It's so hard to tell. But as we get in better gear, more armor versa, they are getting a little bit tankier. It helps out a ton. Stunned by Jesus, playing out the Remorseless Winter. I do like it. Silence maybe onto Archie. Does not have a silence this go around. Dropping down the dragon makes you wonder what kind of legendary he's running. I'm gonna guess the Obliterate legendary with a 10% more damage. Silence onto Archie. It looks like Jesus just chopping right through him, carving right through the Death Knight. Gonna be Shackles of Malediction. Does Jesus have an answer? Goes for a Dark Pact. Necrotics and something more, and Archie taking him out. Just like that. Wait, Archie has to go versus Leatherface though. Another Necrolord. Trying to see if he can hit him with a static like totem. Doesn't quite catch him. He's gonna have to go fishing the next time around. As there's a stun onto Archie. Leatherface with a full flesh cap. Get himself full metamorphosis. Archie could be in a bad spot. Is he gonna be on a wall here? Does he have the Earth Elemental back up? Healing is up. Not burning a wall just yet. Just letting the heals do work. Just letting the healing effects do work on their own. Also, who the hell flagged Jesus with a flag of ownership? Why? That seems kind of low-key toxic. Leatherface still trying to chase after Archie, but Archie switching gears. He's actually just frost shocking him. That is actually one of the disadvantages of playing Demon Hunter. You don't really have a lot of ways to break slows. Big stun as Leatherface goes in for the I-beam. The capacitor totem was very well lined up. Sunder by Archie for a second. is going to maintain his healing as best he can. Not burning a wall just yet. And there goes the first demon from the theater of pain. As Leatherface summons up a combatant to fight him, he is just gonna walk right through the grates, by the way. Literally just walking right through it. Stun to Archie, slaying the demon, does a bit of damage to Archie. Archie with a Maelstrom wall is up as he sees Leatherface doing 20% more damage. Archie turns up the hero zone, trying to see if he catches Demon Hunter. Gonna be Demon Hunter going up in the air. That's gonna be wind strikes by Archie, but I think Leatherface used the PvP talent where he backflips and takes less damage in PvP. I think actually maybe I'm wrong on that as Leatherface health is super low. Tricking out of Archie, interrupt him on I-beam. Leatherface got a lot of healing ball, metamorphosis is up, massive leech. As long as he stays aggressive, he should be able to recover in health. Archie tuck a tail and run in Ghost to just try to see if he can reset, not wanting to give Leatherface too much healing while metamorphosis is up. That's going to be another demon spawning in. Leatherface should be pretty healthy. With that leech, that's going to be a lot of healing. Plenty of healing. Taking the demon soul, 20% more damage. Try to see if he can stay on Archie as best as possible. And looks like it's going to be a stun with a big old I-beam. Potentially lots of damage. Archie might be in trouble. Does he have an Earth Elemental? He might need something, anything to help him. He got himself Ghost Roll, so maybe Maelstrom will keep him alive. He just needs the mana. He has a little bit of mana. Not enough Maelstrom, though. Had to actually get a quick cast. And Leatherface is going to want to get him progged. Feast and Famine of that Necrolord Covenant ability. And he's getting the Feast portion right now. So it's helping him out a lot. Or he just get it blasted, no mana, and that's gonna be it. Leatherface just charging right through him, dude. Slashing his health bar in half with that fell rush. Chokes up next with Leatherface. Got himself full flash cut back up and running, so he's actually ready for the Paladin, more or less. The dampening is finally getting to that 4% though. So we are gonna, every single minute that counts here. Dampening is going to ramp up little by little. Chokes, get it absolutely blasted. Is going to be able to recover pretty quickly, but his health did drop down very quick. That's going to be a big barrage on Leatherface. Just got the full rain of fire onto Chokes, and he's going to try to heal right through it. It looks like he did heal through it just fine. Big damage out of the Paladin. Leatherface bailing out. Quick person onto Chokes. Doesn't want to deal with it. He sees the wings. He doesn't want to touch them. That is the wings, dude. That is the wings. You're going to have the demon running away from the Holy Warrior. Trick it out of Chokes, interrupting Leatherface on the I-beam. That is Metamorphosis, however. That is a bit of leech. And Leatherface trying to recover as much health as he can. Battlemaster Trick getting used just to give him a little bit more survivability. Darkness is down as well. He's actually having to rotate through every single defense just to survive it. Sun onto Chokes. It's going to be Blade Dance, trying to see if he can back the hell out of there. Hodge by the Pala. I think it could be over unless Leatherface somehow survives this. Oh, barely had it, but Chokes had one more global as the Hodge was coming down. Unfortunate, rather unlucky. And unlucky then is going to be up next. A rogue with a wound poison, playing that subtlety. So versus Chokes, it's going to be interesting. Sub rogue with a big burst and setups. I think he has the cooldowns to outlive it, but the damage out of the Paladin immediately has wings. Unlucky is going to go for a Shadow Meld Kidney Shot. I don't really know if he needed to go for a Shadow Meld. Blessing Protection out of Chokes though. He either needs to choose whether he goes aggressive or defensive, and looks like he wants to build Holy Power. But playing very, very defensive against the rogue, he tried to deny the re-stealth, but looks like there's only so much he can do. At least not sapped at super low health, where it would be pretty dangerous with Forbearance rolling as well. So Chokes is not completely out of the game. Used a Wake of Ashes immediately as soon as he got hit by that Shadow Strike. Potentially a Word of Glory here, unless he doesn't live. Oh my goodness, he just... That was a tough one. That was a tough one. What's up, boy? Back. What's up, Shun? How you doing? What's up, Jumper? How you doing? Hey, Dal, I should look at advice. I went back to Enhanced Chamois. It's really fun. Yo, June, I'm glad you enjoyed Enhanced Chamois. They're a blast. You should have seen Archie earlier. He was blasting it. But yeah, the cooldown, the CD-based playstyle versus the Builder Spender of the other Maelstrom, or the Maelstrom bar that they used to have at BFA and Legion. I like it a lot as well. Paladins suck? Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean Paladins suck? That guy had a tough game, man. Come on, dude. Forbearance still up. If only had Bubble. It is a tough matchup, dude. That's a rogue going in against a Paladin who just burned everything into the Demon Hunter. Gotta give him a break. Disarm on the rogue. And looks like unlucky. He's just gonna get an interrupt on the match with building up combo points with Fan of Knives or Shirk Storm. Same ability, really. Just slightly different setting, but same purpose. Get a shot at the Masterfoot. Barkskin has a pre-thorns. Unlucky. Trying to see if he might go for full damage. Does he cluck a shot as his damage? He's gonna cluck a shot as Masterfoot. Trying to see if he can recover with damage back to. Unlucky. Another cheap shot by the Rogue man. It's gonna be full flagellation rolling. That's a bear. Friends of regen for Masterfoot. At least able to recover a little bit of health. At 22% dampening though, there's not a lot that he can really do to recover. That's just a lot of damage out of that Rogue. Full Venthyr burst out of that Rogue. Lots of shadow damage. There's only so much you can really do about it. Yeah, unlucky. This is in a really good spot. Masterfoot tried to see if he could recover a little bit of health. Unlucky did burn a Cloak of Shadows. If Masterfoot could at least recover to full health, he does have big cooldowns for later. And he was able to force a lot of the cooldowns out of the Rogue without necessarily popping Incarnation or anything. So imagine how much burst damage is going to be with Incarn. Masterfoot at least getting the disarm onto the Rogue, not letting the Rogue get the full kidney shot in the opener. Looks like it's going to be up. He has a pre-thorns ready to go. It's going to be not a Celestial Alignment, but rather Convoke the Spirits while Eclipse is up, and I think the Rogue might be down. Oh, I don't know if the Rogue tried to stand still for a Shadow Meld or something there. Potentially. Masterfoot popping out full Incarn versus Holy Peels. Just trying not to get the Paladin. Just trying to force the gold death on the Paladin. Barkskin as he gets hit with a Hodge. Holy Peels trying to do the most damage. Going to be triggered out of the last second. Masterfoot blind by the Paladin. Fans of Region already pre-rolling into Masterfoot. I think Holy Peels might not have the damage to take out the Druid just yet. Unless big damage. Still, Seraphim is up. Wings is still up. And could be potentially execute. Masterfoot trying to see if he can survive in bear form. Does not have any more soft heals by the looks of it. Regrowth is all he's got. Maybe Prowl. Getting the auto attacks through the wall though. Keeping Masterfoot in combat. Super unfortunate, but looks like Holy Peels did run out of mobility at the last second there. And Masterfoot is at least given a bit of a breather to catch up. That was full Incarn. He was, I think, hoping to maybe force big defenses out of Holy Peels while Shield of Vengeance was used. Something like Bubble, or I guess Bubble really is the only one, was not forced out just yet. Masterfoot looking for a bit of a reset. Regrowth. We are only 10 minutes in the game. 34% dampening, which is dampening their healing for sure, but not as high as like a 50% dampener. That's where you really see people struggling to heal. 30 is basically like a constant Mortal Strike effect on you, which it's manageable, I'd say, more or less. Because most people in Arena play with about a 25 to 30% MS. I guess 25 on average, unless you're running against Assassination Rogues. And that's kind of redemption. He's trying to see if he can rest somebody. I think he's trying to see if he can bait Masterfoot out. He's got to wait out for him. Charging in. Maybe we might be able to find the Druid. Maybe with a Consecration. Are the eyes up? Looks like neither of the eyes are... Oh, one is up. To one over there. But that's going to be a quick bash by Masterfoot. I was thinking, was that a bubble? No, it wasn't a bubble out of Holy Peels. It was a human racial. Just to break out of that stun. Put him out on 3-minute cooldown. Won't be able to get a trinket for a while. Hodge onto Masterfoot. He doesn't have pre-thorns by the looks of it. Barkskin, but is it going to be enough though? Goddess himself, a Frenzy Regen as he gets low on health. Looking to get the hell out of dodge of the Pala. In bear form for another Frenzy Regen. Just trying to put that on cooldown before the dampener really ramps up. And Masterfoot took a bit of a beating. But once you keep the Pally out in the open, is able to pull him away from the pillar, knocking it back. There's going to be some dots with the silence. Holy Peels. Does he bubble this? He's taking a bit of Star Surge damage, but not enough to really go down into a disarm. Holy Peels doesn't even need a weapon, really. He can actually do a lot of his damage without the need for a weapon. Big knockup on a Holy Peels. Does he bubble this? Blind onto Masterfoot. Bashed by Masterfoot onto Holy Peels. Blessing of Protection. Why would he use a pop? That's not a bubble. That could be really bad for him. Masterfoot could really just take him down while Forbearance is up. Does he get you? Holy Peels was recovering a lot of health there behind the pillar. And Masterfoot has a Starburst with him. Potentially could pick up the other Starburst instead. Holy Peels was able to recover that at least. Blessing of Protection was a very ballsy move because if Masterfoot had any more pressure, just swing around the pillar and just keep blasting with magic damage. You know? Just keep blasting him. Masterfoot at least got himself a reset. We are getting to that 13-minute mark, 48% dampener. This is where Holy Peels is probably going to be likely to press bubble. And if he does, he might as well have all the cooldowns available. Masterfoot with the Thorns, you know Holy Peels just wants to wait that out. He does want to hit into Thorns. That's just free damage for Masterfoot. There's a Starburst knocking him up in the air. Bash really quickly by Masterfoot into full Incarn. Silence out of Holy Peels. He trinkets out of it. Has a bubble if he needs to. Seraphim is up. Just trying to utilize a bubble until he really needs it. And there goes the full Reg Burst into Masterfoot with a Wake of Ashes. Masterfoot, if you pick up the Starburst and if Holy Peels runs into it, Shield of Vengeance is gonna pop back to Masterfoot. Star Charge is still coming through. Roar. Peels trying not to press bubble just yet. He's trying to do best not to press it. Well, is he gonna have to? That is a big beam from the sky blasting him. Might just have to press it here. Presses it. Masterfoot, does he have a way out? Does he have a defensive? Just got him some mobility. It looks like Holy Peels does not want to stay aggressive. He's just gonna chill behind the pillar. Wait it out a second. Wait. And Holy Peels going for a bit of food. Masterfoot better stop that eats ASAP. Holy Peels has a bit of mana, so you can't really stop the flash of lights unless you got a silence. But the food, I think he... Are you eating? He's drinking. He's drinking, so it's mana rather. Big Convoke. Holy Peels trying to go for wings. Is that enough? The blind, the dots are in. The Star Surge as Masterfoot trinkets it. Oh my goodness, boys. Yo, Leatherface did a lot of damage, by the way, for only one kill. That's a lot of damage. Was it all against the Archie that you just had to heal through? Oh my god, dude. Oh my goodness. Boomy just arrived on the cusp. He's so close. He was so close for so long. But he did get it. Alrighty, boys. Let's throw somebody different at Kragar. Because Kragar needs somebody that he hasn't played against so far. Let's keep him over here. We'll do it like that. Palor. Oh, yo, Crippers, my man. Whose group is it taking over, by the way? The Crippers took over Anto's group, potentially. It might have, right? After, what are you messaging me, my dude? More screenshots? Okay. Ooh, wait, really? Farmed it on PTR to get upgrades? That's a lot of damn. Did some paint skills, compare prot versus... Wait. That's huge. Wait. Okay, now I want to try that. Now I want to try it. Yo, I did not realize it was huge on... Oh my god. Yo, are you kidding me? Okay, okay. Big thanks. No. Know the secret. Trying it last night. Oh my god, that's actually huge. Yo, Necrolord Paladins are gonna be even stronger next patch. I can smell it. I think Anto is gone, so I think Pelor took over for Anto's group. So Kragar and Anto technically already went against each other. It's just Pelor's group or Anto's group and Kragar, like, I think Anto's, wait, Sentry, no, Kragar and Anto Pelor played each other. That's the group with the Demonology Warlock versus Affliction. So we played each other. Jesus, though, hasn't played Kragar. Sentry played... Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do Jesus versus Kragar and then Pelor versus Sentry. Because I don't think these guys played each other. So just to make sure we get in some variety. So people are seeing different teams. Kragar. Kragar and Jesus. Just so we see... So people have seen different people. And we'll just start mixing you guys and match. Actually, after that... I guess you guys are mixed and matched already. Game invite declined. Is Kragar not ready or Jesus not ready? I'll give him a second. EU today? Yes, it is, boys. I don't know, but I can't see the groups in 1v1 duels. Check the LG. Oh yeah, fucking bloody love it. Hell yeah, dude. Enjoy the duels, my guy. The Warrior God needs a challenge. True. Speaking about Warrior God, where's the Avatar of Death? Where's my my boy Reed Speed? I need him. I need him alive, dude. Oh my god. Next is dead. Honestly, it was a close duel between the two though. And Head Shaman, they are nuts. Are we allowed to kill again? Yes, you guys are. You guys are. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, my guy? I think so. Jesus? Okay, Jesus and Kragar. I don't know if Kragar has a team. Game invite declined. I don't know if Kragar has a team. So I guess we could do Pelor and Sentry. I don't know if Kragar has a team. I don't think Kragar has a team. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this. Fame, Monster X, and Sentry. IBG. Wait, you're done, Kragar? Yo, does somebody want to take over Kragar's group and do the duels then? Because I'm sure the boys in his team want to still PvP. Yeah, if someone wants to take over Kragar's group, you guys are more than welcome to, and we can still like give a lot of those boys, the Advo and all them, opportunity to get some games in. Yeah, I think it might be done. That's pretty early. Well, thanks for popping in, dude. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up? Oh, that's how you do, my guy. Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Did I save this one? Okay, I don't even know if I... God forbid if I didn't save that first duel of the evening, which was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed doing a lot, even though it was only like 3 people. We're building a group with a Daniel. Sounds good, my guy. Sounds good. Yeah, if you guys need to add me on Real ID, if nobody in the group has me at on Real ID, you can also add me down on hashtag 1340. Just tag me and let me know that you need me on Real ID. Switch. Got ourselves team 1 together with Razor Go. And Choke is going to be first up. Already getting pretty aggressive with one another in the opener. Stunned by the Demon Hunter into the big hunt. Baited out a Trinket with a Shield of Vengeance. Razor Go baiting Kaz. Has to go for Trinket as that is going to be wings out of the Paladin. And maybe Razor might have to pop even more defenses here. Blur might not be enough. That's going to be a full Metamorphosis. Chokes might be in a bad spot. Oh, the hammer comes down, boys. Choke's taking him out pretty quickly. The guy even baited a Trinket and Shield of Vengeance with a hunt, but the wings damage might have needed a darkness on top of all of them, or maybe just back the hell out and hit him with an imprison whenever he gets too close. Just kind of wait out the Paladin damage as best you can. There's only 2 choices, and you decide to fight it. Next time, might want to run it. But he definitely was baiting. He was getting some cooldowns out of him. He was doing pretty well. I like how a lot of people are afraid of hunt, by the way. They're just like, oh no. Gonna be G-Funk up next versus Chokes. We'll see if the Retribution Paladin is able to do anything versus G-Funk. Dropping down traps on the side. Steel trap on one side. Sending the pet in. What kind of pet is that? You got like a scarab? Yo, wait. That scarab actually looks kind of cool. Big chakram damage. By the way, chakram damage is getting buffed in the next patch. I want to check it out at some point. Gonna be big damage out of G-Funk. Chokes under quite a lot of pressure. Hodge on a G-Funk. Trickets out of it immediately. Chokes. That's some defense coming up, actually. Maybe Wing Spark. Maybe that's what he's fishing for. G-Funk hits him with a freezing trap. Flash Craft so G-Funk can at least recover maybe a little bit of health. And he is playing Marilla Soulbind, so he does have a little bit of CC immunity and a little bit of a self-heal whenever he finishes channeling that thing. Chokes. Try to see if he might be able to reset behind the pillar. Hand of Freedom rolling, so G-Funk couldn't quite root him. That's going to be some flash of lights for Chokes as he's waiting out for G-Funk. The hunt is slowed by the Hand of Hindrance. Hindered by the Hand of Hindrance. Big Dame is out of the Chakram, doing quite a lot versus Chokes. Even after stunning G-Funk, that Chakram still continued to put pressure on the Chokes, having to go forward to Glories just to maintain himself. Last verdicts are up. It looks like Chokes just gets himself big Word of Glories back to back. I believe he's playing the build that's not Seraphim base. I think he's playing the proc build, which just let us have a chance to proc Holy Power, which is quite good in PvE, but in PvP, Seraphim usually gets the job done with big bursts. Big damage on a G-Funk, though, doesn't need Seraphim. Just uses the good procs of the final verdict. Manic Bandage are up for G-Funk, potentially freezing trap on the Chokes. Missing it, though. The trap is sitting back there. Unforge. Hodge on a G-Funk. Chokes trying to see if he can make the most damage happen. And that's going to be full burst down with the wings. Oh my goodness. Hunters are squishy sometimes, boys. They are a bit of a glass cannon. They can do a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but sometimes they are squishy. At least how I feel about my Hunter. But also my Hunter that has like less than 20% versatility. Big BDB burst. Potentially could be cooldowns out of the Paladin. Massive damage. He sees that Rising Sun kick. He presses bubble. if that Rising Sun kick hit any harder, that would have been over. That would have just been done. That still fools the win. Chokes is still under a ton of pressure. Hodge on the Neophyte. Not Trinket out of it. The Monk is holding on to the Trinket for a little bit later. And Chokes is using the fact that the Monk is not Trinketed to at least build some holy power, get himself completely caught up, and a bit of a reset. That is still Zoan charging after him. That is still a lot of potential damage for Neophyte. Lock it down, Chokes. Going to be a Wings proc with a bit of a disarm out of the Monk. Or the Paladins don't care for disarms. They got hammers. They still have Wake of Ashes. Hell, Final Bird doesn't even need a weapon in your hands. You'll still hit the enemy with it anyway. You actually don't need a weapon. It's just for the looks. And maybe for Crusader Strike, and that's all. Maybe for auto attacks when we got the Vengeance? No, Vengeance procs, I guess. Neophyte got himself full set of images with Bonda's Brew. Leg sweep onto Chokes. Shield of Vengeance burned through really quickly. Chokes out of options and looks like BDB burns for Neophyte. was enough to take him out. So Jiro is going to be up next. Necrolord Warrior going in for the big damage. Does he go for the big leap? Leap around the corner, fear onto Neophyte. Does he have the damage he needs? Big Blade Storm. Try to see if it catch up to the monk. The mobility of a monk is pretty impressive. Wall is getting used by the monk with a port. So Jiro, make sure to turn around. Charge onto Neophyte. That is Fist of Fear that he's eating. It's going to have to go for overpowers, as that's the only ability that cannot get parried. And looks like the warrior is going to get stuck in place for a moment. A lot of his bursts get denied by Neophyte. That's so difficult. But Sejiro just might need to wait out for the next set of go. Next Avatar, next Warbreaker, next proc for Execute. That would be enough, depending how geared this guy is. Because if he's Giga geared, he really could surprise the monk out of nowhere. Neophyte has no trinkets, so an XCC chain with a stun and big burst could take him out. Karma is available. Actually, Neophyte got some cooldowns coming back, some offensive cooldowns. That's going to be Warbreaker by Sejiro. Try to see if he can make a play. Bonus Brew for Neophyte. With Alexa, but Sejiro has a trinket. Does he go for it? Potentially, it's going to be him getting super low health. Does not trinketed. Parry and Rallying Cry are used, but does not trinketed. Flash Cut, does he get interrupted for it? Looks like Neophyte does not have an interrupt. What did he try to interrupt? He interrupted nothing. He interrupted air. Shattering Throw onto Neophyte. Actually disarming him. I don't think the Shattering Throw actually went through. Reflect is out for Sejiro. Does he go for Shackles? And Neophyte looks like he's going to be able to bust out of the Shackles, reflecting the Shackles necrotics back towards Sejiro. The Fleshcraft out of the warrior is just gone. Stormbolt onto Neophyte, trying to get the most damage happen. Going to be Zerkeration back out of that one. That's going to be charged, trying to leap towards Neophyte. Blade Storm, but does get caught by the Ring of Peace in the Z-axis. Booped out of the way with Neophyte given a little bit of breathing room. Trigger back up for the monk. Karma still available. Sejiro still got Avatar. Pummels Neophyte as it tries to get himself a heal. And the overpowers are able to literally over... Did he just shrink at a root? Sejiro just shrinking at the root. This could be really bad for him. That's a Bone Dust Brew. Necrolord shield is up, or Necrolord banner is up. Big damage out of Neophyte. Bone Dust Brew damage is a lot of damn. Trinket by the monk, and Sejiro does go down. That is super, super unfortunate. Actually, so unfortunate. Oh no. And Archie already taking big damage out of Neo very early on. Even though he got basically no cooldowns, I guess the rest of those images just had a little bit of pressure still. As we're hitting that 7 minutes mark, 12% dampener, boys. Neophyte so far performing really well, dude. The monk, the Necrolord, the bonus brew, the procs are huge. Nice disarm onto Archie as the stun totem comes out. Archie was actually couldn't really do much being disarmed. He needs storm strikes. He needs to use a lot of his abilities. And for enhancing shaman with just so much magic supposed to use, you imagine like you wouldn't really need weapons that badly. Neophyte super low in health. Wind strikes chase after him. Oh my god, the monks is the fastest class in the game. But this proves that monk is not faster than the wind itself. As Ari just sent a wind strike in there, dude. Just sent a mini hurricane in a single spell at him and took him out. Wind can be pretty destructive, dude. Wind, like most people don't think wind is like can be a natural disaster. Strong winds can be a pretty big natural disaster. Army Ali, Norwegian Druids. Alright, get another group up and running. I like it. I was on PTR. Did you get to check it out yet? I have been checking out PTR June. I actually have been. Me and Cred been messing around. We've been leveling recently. Looks like they really amped up the leveling there. Class changes. I cannot wait to check them out as well. Tagsy getting hit with a stun. Speaking about class changes, Tagsy's class actually is getting some buffs in the Necrolord and Venthyr to some extent. Not really, but I'm hoping to buff the Venthyr Warlock a ton more. I want to see a lot. I want to see them. I feel like that's a component you never see. I actually want to see them at one point in my lifetime. This is going to be Arhip trying to see if he can make some damage happen. Soul Rod is up. There's a lot of dust. Sagsy popping up full cooldowns. Boarding out of there for safety. Dark Glitter still blasting Archie. It's a drain life. Still reaching him from afar. Archie has a lot of dots on him. Can go for a cleanse on one of those dots. Stun around the corner. Malefic Raptor spam for Tagsy. Archie trying to heal through it. Wall in the south. Shackles him addiction. Archie's not bad in a good spot at all. Does go for a heal. Shackles didn't really necrotic him out too hard. It's going to be an interrupt to Tagsy. Trying to turn around. Got a Shackles of his own. Fear early by Tagsy. But now he knows. Wait, does he actually... Wait, does Archie not get to use Shackles then? Because he pressed it and he got feared as he was trying to cast it. I think so, actually. It's going to be Tagsy buffing up his dots. Archie still has plenty of healing. Door of Shadows. As he got himself plenty of mobility to catch up to the Warlock. Between Ghostful's Door and the Frostjack Slows as well as the totem. Stone onto Taxi. Does he on your way out? He's going to be walnuts off with a dark pack. Fear onto Archie, has a tremor ahead of time. And Taxi, not in a great position. Sunder, it's going to be drain light. Looks like no interrupts by Archie, and Archie looking for a line of sight before another Fear hits him. As Archie does need to consolidate his health a little bit. 9 minutes, 34 seconds into the duel. I was going to say 9 minutes, 34%. 28% dampener. And Taxi looking just to get some dots around the corner. Yes, I can accept your Q Amir after this. Just at me, just tag me in chat, just to remind me after this game. Look at Tornadoes, win can tear apart landscapes. Yo, it's huge. And I live in an A. Like, you guys live, a lot of you viewers live in the EU, dude. We got hurricanes, we got tornadoes here in an A. Hurricanes on the East Coast mostly. And that stuff can be really, really bad, dude. Really bad. I feel like a lot of people just don't realize. It's like, is this a little bit of wind? What's the worst that can happen? You don't even... Some people don't even know. Sunder into a stun by Archie, looking to make some damage happen. Taxi has a port. That was also a dark pack shield keeping him alive. Is going to be able to get that UA. No interrupt. Big ascendance for Archie as Taxi pop full cooldown. So this could be anyone's game. Stun onto Archie. Does Taxi have enough? Draining the life. Going to be chain harvest. Drain for drain. Winds are in. Reflectors up, and Taxi does go down. I love that chain harvest. He just used drain, and then Archie is like, mine, take it back. Nope, I take my health back, thank you. Mine now. And Fame Monster takes out Archie as he had no cooldowns left at all. With Talon Rice and Master Food ready to go for the next team. Fame Monster, you didn't pop all cooldowns. You popped leg sweep, BDB, one set of charges. Talon Rice is gonna go for the Night Fear Burst. Got himself the holy buff. Does he have maybe a blind versus Fame Monster? If he has the full blind setup, he could do a lot of damage. If you could potentially do a lot of damage. Maybe. Looks like he just wants to stay mobile away from Fame Monster X. Has the Shield of Vengeance about to pop. Shackles him with Addiction. Stun onto Fame Monster. Gonna be full cooldowns out of Town Rice. Looking to make some damage happen. Big defenses out of Fame Monster with the Diffuse Magic and a Karma. Blessing protection up for Town Rice. And Fame actually kind of exposed. Looking for that mobility just to get the hell out of the sight. And Town Rice looking for a bit of recovery here. Title for the video. Shaman can't handle the Kung Fu. Huh, that would be an interesting... Shaman can't... No, I don't know about that. Fame Monster got a kill on a guy that didn't have cooldowns. I don't really know if that's worth highlighting. Maybe like the Shaman and the Warlock duel. That's really worth a highlight. You know? But I guess that's always on the table. Feral 1 Boomy? Yeah, you could have one Feral, one Boomkin. One Feral Druid, one Boomkin Druid. Actually, you could have two Feral Druids, one Boomy if you want to. That's perfectly fine by me. It's just when you have more than two Ferals, that's where games get like... Maybe too resetty sometimes. Gonna be Town Rice taking lots of damage. No bubble. And Fame just got the big old kick. Images are up against BDB as well. And Masterford is the only one he has to worry about. It actually did come down to the last man standing. Big Convoke the spirits out of the Druid. Sending a couple star charges of Fame, but he does roll out of it as soon as he sees it. Masterford charging him with a Thorns, and looks like the Incap breaks it with a Trinket, trying to maintain the most damage, picking up a Starburst. And Fame, they'll Karma for quite a while. If Masterford can somehow catch up to him, knock him up in the air, send a couple star charges into the face, he'll be in a great position. He'll be in a great spot trying to knock him back. Star Surge does hit him. Karma in just a few seconds. Does Masterford get it? Does Fame Monster get it? Actually does port out of the way. Does he take him out? Silence. Karma is up. Masterford blasting through the Karma. There's no good Karma. So you're just gonna have to take the damage. Roar into Monster. Masterford is the Cyclone. Just wants to live out that Karma. Does he have the damage? Does he have the resources? He's gonna go for another Cyclone. No! And Fame Monster with a leg sip. No Trinket. Barkskin is all he has. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. He saw victory. He tried to grasp for it, but he couldn't quite get a hold of it. Man. Man, okay. Oh. Yo, Cloaksy, how you doing, my guy? Doing Russian servers today? Yes. Yes. EU games. Russians, welcome. Russians, welcome. Alright, boys, let's get another going, yeah? Let's get another one going, you boys. Hell yeah. Get BDB strikes again, dude. Get BDB, dude. Get Brood. Get Bone. Get Dusted. Get Dusted. That guy got dusted. Oh my god. Bone Dust Brood is the matter right now. It's so crazy. Can we get a Dalaran AWC commentary? That'd be awesome, Warner. Yo, if you guys tag Blizzard with on Twitter, be like, yo, can we get this guy an AWC? tag World of Warcraft team, be like, yo, can we get this guy an AWC? Maybe we can get enough. Maybe we can have enough attention to get a response. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think so. I think I want to take Gladiator players. Jesus is ready. Gotta peep the LFG. Scubas. Okay, so here we go. Let me find you. I don't see Scubas, but let me look at it from the top. SCOOBAS. It's like Scooby. Scubas. Are you sure you animate Dalaran hashtag 1340? I don't see it. Give it a sec. Searching? Yay. It'll be Highlander then. What does Bone Does Brew? The monk is Kieran only. What does Bone Does Brew? My monk is Kieran only. Bone Does Brew, you drop down with Bone Does Brew that does a bit of shadow damage, and it debuffs the enemy. Your abilities have a chance to do 33% more damage as shadow damage. And your spinning crane kick, I think, refunds 1 chi. So in big AoE situations, basically build full chi, Bone Does Brew in the enemy pack, and you just spin a crane kick, and it just does a lot of damage. So your abilities have a chance to do a bit of extra shadow damage on a 1 minute CD. It's really strong. So if you have an ability that has like a lot of little hits, like a Whirling Dragon Punch, every one of those can have a bit of extra shadow damage. Or if sometimes you get a big Rising Sun kick, and if that does 30% more damage as shadow damage, it's massive. Jesus is ready. Sentry's ready. Polaris ready. So we gotta get you guys in here. I've got to change my Bina to Highlander. Highlander. Okay. Highlander. There we go. Got you. All right, let's get you in. I'm gonna get you versus Jesus. The Cracker, I think, is done for the evening. He's just doing BGs. I don't know if Cloaksy's joining a group or if he's making one, but we got Jesus, we got Pelor, we got Sentry. Yo, whisper me if you have a group. Whisper me that you have 5 minutes right now. Can I join? You guys are more than welcome to. If you guys want to join, you can go. You can head over to. We're doing this on the U today. This is Friday. Player versus player, premier group, custom PvP. Find a group. Type number 5. Enter. You should probably have all your filters enabled so you can get into all groups. But top 5 in the custom, see if there's a 5-man group for 5v5 duels. If you don't see one, you can always hit start a group and call it something like 5v5 1v1 Duels Dalaran, and then advertise that you have a group in chat. We're good to go? All right, I'll get you guys versus Jesus, because we got to throw him a bone. Here we go. And we'll try to get Fame with Crippers and Sentry mix and matching you guys. So we'll probably throw Highlander if he keeps a group. Twice, so we'll throw them against like different people so we can kind of mix and match you guys, just so you guys can be playing against a new team every single time, hopefully. At least a new team lead, so that's why people jump ship and jump around in groups. Передай мне привет Швирпу Dalaran. Yo, Швирп, здорово. Передай мне привет Швирпу Dalaran. Швирп, где он? Где наш Швирп? Где наш Швирп? Where's our chirp? Wait, Dan is playing Xang? Wait, that's a lot of druids and rogues. They are technically within the rules. There's only 2 rogues, only 2 pharaohs, and 1 is a boomy. So we are still within the rules technically. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Twitch. So before as you're watching this duel, we have 2 pharaohs and we have 1 boomy. That is technically within the rules. No more than 2 of each class, but there are some specs like boomy and pharaohs play a little bit differently. We got Critique in here, we got Malfurion, we have Kultur Malfurion, let's go! We got Alana, we got Dan, as well as Zuni, gonna be the boomkin extraordinaire for this team versus Jesus. First of his name, the Lord Savior himself, Stunner Zuni, with a silencer follow. Zuni in a bear form. Frenzy Regen is not a spell, so it can be used even while silenced. Bob Barkskin, and that's going to be a knockback on Jesus. Probably should have picked up a Starburst too. If you pick up a Starburst, if Jesus connects with you again, you can at least knock him up in the air as you're trying to get away. Jesus still has some cooldowns rolling in, but not really. Mostly just dry, mostly out, waiting until the next pillar is back up. If it plays like it normally plays, there's probably going to be a lot of hit and runs here. Unless he's got himself like some kind of a sustainier build. At least a little bit more sustaining. Maybe against a Boomy. Interrupt on Zuni on nature. Is just trying to get a clone of Jesus. Maybe AMS. No, not going to be AMS. Actually going to be a Cyclone on the pet. Oh! He burned through the AMS so fast. How much damage do you do? That was full Incarn and everything. I didn't even realize he had Incarn. Knock up into Bach. Wait, is Bach dead too? Zuni. Oh, Bach tried to see if he could maybe reverse damage onto Zuni. Got himself the aim shot. Star Surges. Hurt though. Oh my goodness. He burned through AMS so fast. He pressed AMS and it just burned immediately. I cannot believe it. Bach got himself a little bit of damn with a true shot aura. Does land the interrupt on that Cyclone versus Zuni. Aim shots hitting that bear form. That is at least a little bit of tankiness for him. And Bach needs to think, hey, do you think he needs another Kyrian go whenever he can? Cyclone to Bach, potentially Trinket. Going to be a scatter onto Zuni. At least he CC the Druid, not letting him regrow too often. And that's going to be no interrupt for Bach for a bit. Down on CC for a moment, unless he goes for Freezing Trap. It's going to be a rapid fire with an explosive shot on Zuni, pressuring the Druid quite a bit though. So Bach at least got a little bit of pressure. Freezing Trap before Zuni can catch up on the heels. Scare Beast is going to put him in CC chains with an aim shot to follow. Zuni actually might be in a bit of trouble. Frenzy Region keeping him alive for now. And that's going to be the Kyrian burst into an interrupt. Zuni back in that bear form. That's all he can do is try to tank this up. I think it might be over. Roar and Bach trinkets out of that roar just to take him out. Quick camo for Bach right after. Oh my goodness. That is actually big burst into big burst. That's crazy. We have 3 monks. Wait, you guys do it? Yeah, that's one too many monks to Axie. 5 stealth classes? Oh, it is 5 stealth classes, Crazy. All right. Crazy, by the way, do you want to make a group? Do you want to join us for the duels? I know you're hanging out on PTR. Join the new leveling system, which me and Krenak try now, by the way. We're probably going to hop back into it after the duels. It actually looks like a lot of fun, by the way. 915 looks awesome already. Like, maybe it's too early to call it, but it looks awesome. Bach walking next to Critique. Does hit him with a 100's mark. That's got to be Critique. I think trying to go for Flagellation. Starts to Trinket as he gets rooted. Vanish. Oh, he just burned a lot of cooldowns. Is that still going to be a payoff, though? Shadow Blades is up. Bach with a pet sack that is a full Flagellation rolling on the Hunter. With the Freezing Trap, as Bach has to play a bit more defensive. Double tap is ready. Does he go for the Kyrian? The Rogue comes to him instead. Evasion is up for Critique. And Bach, he has a turtle. He has to maybe get himself a heal. That is a lot of cooldowns. Still holding on to double tap. Wait, does he still go for the burst though? Does he still do it? Critique can just stun him. Oh, this could be really bad. No more double tap. No more Kyrian. Bach might just want to go for a reset, dude. He's like, you know what? I want to go back to bed. Nah, good night. I'm going back to bed. At least trying to prevent the Rogue from catching a reset with the trap waiting for him. Probably a freezing trap. Bach can just walk him into it. Ooh, Shadow Strike still going through for the Rogue. Could be really, really bad. Bach with a feint death for a second. Botting shot onto Critique. The next stun could be really extra deadly unless Bach has an answer for it. Rapid fire, firing on the Rogue with explosive shot. Wait, actually maybe turning around. Oh my, Shadow Step to the pet. Critique just wanted to get himself a sprint boost. The arcade shot's coming through. Kill shot, cheat death for the Rogue scatter. Bach I think has it. Unless arcane shot does the trick. And Alona, ooh, walking to the flare, at least doesn't get an opener to Trinket. Bach trinkets out of it, does not have an answer for this though. No more turtle shell. Knockback versus Alona does get it. Or Alonia? The dots have set in. And the dots, he just came in, put some dots, and that's it. That's all, he wins. That's a feral Necrolord. Leatherface up next. Yo, that hunter actually held on for quite a bit. I'm actually surprised he held on. Oh my goodness. Alonia getting hit with a full stun by Leatherface as the Demon Hunter is going to activate Metamorphosis through the I-Beam proc. Ursal's keeping him at bay though. It looks like he already got yoinked already. I was expecting for him to get yoinked. The Demon spawned for Leatherface, playing out the Necrolord, the tanky build, the South Healy build. I guess the other builds kind of also have South Heals, but you're more consistent with Leatherface, especially with the pet that you can kill. The demon and the soul that you could take 20% more damage, which in Leech has 20% more healing in a sense, but 20% more damage to the Leech you do. That's going to be Alonia trying to make some cooldowns happen here. Berserk is up. Leatherface activating not a full Metamorphosis, just a proc with the demon soul. That's 20% extra damage on top of it. Still holding on to potentially And Metamorphosis is zone backing up to get himself a flesh cap just to have some way to deal with the dots. As Alonia just needs to maintain the dots and throw down a swarm onto Leatherface, and it's just going to put a lot of pressure on him. The chain trinket comes out. That's going to be a stun, but Leatherface with a sweet stun for Alonia. I think with a Shadow Mill too. Trying to get the bleeds in, but not looking for the big burst. Leatherface has a demon spawning in. Trying not to let Alonia get the hell out of dodge. That is going to be Ursul's yoinking it back in, but at least keeping Alonia in combat as best as he can. As long as he prevents the druid from catching any kind of resets, he was going to be okay, and that's going to be that demon that he can sacrifice next to the druid if he wants to pick up the 20% more damage and may make someone work off it. Bashed by the druid, going in for the bites, but not really the biggest damage. The bleeds are going to accompany those bites though. That's going to be a big meta. Huge healing into a cyclone. Does Shadow Meld for a second, interrupt him with flesh cut. Oh, Leatherface! That Shadow Meld on a cyclone. He probably was expecting, you know what, I'm a cyclone, and if that cyclone cast gets interrupted, which it probably will, I can just flesh scout. But nope, Shadow melded it, forcing out a flesh scout, interrupting it easily, and by then the druid had no help whatsoever. Leatherface picking up another soul. Dan playing up the exsanguination build, so I really want to see how exsanguination will work for him. Trinkets out versus Leatherface. That's going to be a meta for the... Oh my god, the massive fell rush Dan with the cloak and evasion. Does he have any ways to live this? That's going to be a blind to Leatherface. No trinket for the demon hunter. Dan used Exang and then blinded. So that was a vendetta, Exang and a blind. So I think he went aggressive, but as soon as he saw his health get low, blinded, he needed to. He had to hit a blind. DR on that stun, however. And Dan is going to eat a full fell rush. I think it's over. Cheat death is the only thing keeping him alive. He does have the armor, still playing the game for a second. Can this armor do work though? Can this armor at least force cooldowns on Leatherface? It looks like it's over. Looks like he realized, you know what? I'm kind of out of options. Not much you can really do. Game is over. Malfurion is up next. Another Necrolord. Again, it's like a Necrolord takeover, dude. Everybody on the mother is a Necrolord. Leatherface has one more competitor to fight through. That is Thorns by Malfurion. I think the other druid did not run Thorns though, so that's a pretty big difference between the two. Unless I'm wrong on that one. Actually, I'm probably wrong. Maybe he just removes Thorns every single time. Quick main, Malfurion. Going for Shackles and Malediction. Unless Leatherface is an answer for it. Maybe a stun. That's going to be an I-beam. Potentially killing the demon. Does slay the demon. Pick up a lot of health. What's that leech? Malfurion with a berserk. We're up and running. Leatherface could go for a full metamorphosis. Wall for the druid. Trying to tank this damage up while maintaining the dots onto Leatherface. Leatherface still has aggression as his only resort. Metamorphosis could be up right now. It could potentially immune some ability, some hard hitting ability. For Malfurion, stun around the corner, drink it, I-beam is up, Malfurion is in defensive stance, bear form, try to see if he can survive, try to go for a cyclone, Leatherface has a metamorphosis if he wants to, bash, potentially cyclone, does he get it? Looks like the cyclone goes through, does he have a flesh scout while in bear form? He goes in for a cyclone, maybe gets a reset, flesh scout, does get interrupted on it, Leatherface has the advantage with a trinket, back up, boiler, back up, needs to remove those thorns and you'll be okay, does not get the thorns off. But he does have plenty of damage. Flesh Scout trying to force the druid next to him. I think next Fell Rush does the trick. I-beam into Metamorphosis. It's another I-beam. He just felt like, you know what? I am ahead. Let me just go for a cheesy I-beam play. My goodness, dude. Look how much healing he's did. How many Demon Souls did he even consume there, dude? It looked like he was popping them like... I don't even know. Popping it like popcorn, dude. What is going on? It's just an average snack for the guy. My goodness. All right, let's get another one going, boys. Yeah. I saw Breezaz. I saw you, Breezaz. I saw you in real ID there, Breezaz. I saw you pop up for a second. Are you joining the rules or not? I miss you. Miss you, boo. Well deserved then? I believe so. You guys both kill people. You should have known that. Boosting? Yo, Kaiser. Fair enough, my guy. Fair enough, my dude. Probably selling boost. That's my guess. Fair enough. I actually can't play the show on banned though. 4 days left. Wait, so you can't? So you can get banned for boosting? Why do people boost then? If boosting is banned, why do people boost? Is it actually bannable, like for gold, or was it like? Actually, don't answer. Don't answer. Don't implicate yourself any more than you need to. You know what I mean? Damn, dude. Unfortunate. This OP. It's really good. It's really procky, but it's really good. Can get a group going. If there's room in another group, I'll join. Yeah, mother, welcome to him. That was Jesus as well as Highlander. Sentry's ready. Pello's ready. Cloaky trying to join a group if possible. LG advertisement is bannable. Is it really? Wait, then why are there so many of them? Hold on. If this is bannable, wait. If they're bannable, then why the hell there's so many of them? Wait, is there any? Doing my part. There's actually 2. I am surprised. Apparently only allowed in trade chat. Well, trade chat makes sense. Yeah, I don't think Chrysler is that dumb. I don't think Chrysler is actually that dumb. You need to make a new account? Yeah. If that was actual RMT, then I think it would have been like dead. It would have been just they go hard if it's actual RMT, dude. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, we would have known. I don't think Chrysler is really good at the game, and Chrysler is also not a dumb person. Chrysler sometimes is crazy with some of the plays he does. Sometimes he likes to cheese, and like any other person. Like Chrysler is also human, but he's not an idiot. You know what I mean? Not 7 days. Damn, 7 days. You basically miss out a whole week of Prague. I'm actually surprised, dude. Your allergy groups in M+ boys are clean. Look at that. You guys don't have a lot of like that would want to sell. There's one. How many throwaway accounts do they have, by the way? How many throwaway accounts do they have? That's actually boosting one. Wait, boosting a friend, I guess. Okay, dude, how many do they have? We get an account for RMT. Yeah, that is too dumb. That is a little too dumb. You guys are clean though. Actually clean. I'm surprised. NA, I feel like there's so many WTS services. Although, this is still better than... You know how people are talking about this? I don't want to veer off the topic of duels and stuff, but you know how people have been talking about like Final Fantasy or whatever? Bro, have you went to Final Fantasy LFG? If you just want to just queue with a random group for like random dungeon, it's all sales. Literally all sales. For all of like, I think the server, like they're basically like... There's like 3 different servers. There's East Coast, I think Central and West Coast for NA. Or maybe it's with all connected. I don't know how it works. But literally it's all just sales. And in trade chat, people just promoting RMT freely. Constantly. It's just common. Just a normal thing. Just there. And they got some prices and they're just filled. Straight up RMT. I don't think I've seen trade chat always like, you know, want to sell Sylvanas for gold AOTC. I see it all the time on Dalaran, don't get me wrong, but like straight up like, yo, give me $5, I'll give you 100,000 gold. You know, that's weird, dude. We're living in some times, honestly. What did we get in? Did we go Highlander again? I think we go Highlander versus Scrippers, separate the two. Jesus versus Sentry. I think that's how we do it. We gotta start mix and matching, you guys. So Fame Monster X versus Highlander, just to get a mixed match, and the Jesus versus Sentry after, just to give you guys a little bit of variety against one another. You know what I mean? Yeah, FFPVP. Yeah, that's another thing that people don't tell you about it. A lot of it's like, it feels like there's a lot of people that it's good that Final Fantasy is getting some you know, some popularity. It's probably good that Blizzard is having some really competition, so then we'll get a better game. I mean, hey, if you were told that, hey, Blizzard's adding all this quality of life stuff because players are like, wow, Final Fantasy has all this quality of life stuff, it's like, well, 915 is happening because of it, I'm okay with it. But yeah, the PvP there, bro, they don't tell you about it. Also, if you're tired, I want to get off the topic. Let's just get off the topic. I don't want to make a stream about Final Fantasy. Let you feel like it. That's all I'll say. But there are some things I want to say. There are some things I really want to say. Oh my god. Some things I want to say. Some things that are like, wow, WoW is grindy. It's like, you don't even know. You don't even know. Switch. I just said it there. We got Alonia as a Feral Druid. Critique as a Sub-Rogue. Malfurion as another Feral. Dan the Man as a Sass. Hopefully it'll make the Exhilaration pop. And what is your name? Nell Tigra. Nelly. Let's call you Nelly. Nelly the Jelly. Maybe Nelly the Smelly? We don't know. We'll find out. Nelly the... What rhymes with Nelly? Smelly and Jelly. That's all I think of, dude. I'm not an artistic genius when it comes to words. I just fill my brain with WoW abilities and call him out like a Cloak of Shadows out of critique. This is going for a bit of reset. Shadow if you around the corner. Tagsy, did you just sacrifice your pet already? It looks like he did. No extra pet. The succubus would have been fantastic for the slow, but looks like actually no, he does have a pet. Speaking about the pet, why isn't it a succubus? Shadow Strike's coming out for to critique. That's going to be a dark pack for Tagsy, sacrificing his pet's health in order to give himself a bit of a shield, trying to get some dots in there. There's going to be a kick out of critique. Tagsy is popping off for cooldowns. Shackle's malediction to critique has a vanish, but it is going to be some of his health necrotic dot. Trying to go for the sippy cup. There's a small shield just to give himself a little bit extra value for those dots. Is able to recover at least a little bit of health, but the dots are back on him. Can catch resells for the shield, but that is some dots still on him. Tagsy not really trying to cover the distance. He was really just letting the pet do the work, and I thought that it looked like the pet attack click critique for a second. I swear to God, it looked like an auto attack. Also, I just watched these two synchronize flesh cut themselves. They just synchronize flesh cut that on cooldown. Kind of funny looking. Tagsy with a port as critique opens up with a Shadow Strike Mortal Coil, send him in the other direction. UA and the dots are up. Blind and Tagsy. Critique has dots on him unless he has a way to live these dots. This could be pretty bad. Sippy Cup is up. He's going to get a backstep for Tagsy. Shadow Strike. Is he playing the Gloomblade build? I'm actually wondering if he is playing Gloomblade build. Can the shot on Tagsy, trying to make damage happen. Is going to go for Flagellation, Eviscerate, trying to make damage happen more and more. Going to be interrupt on the Shadow, on the Fear. Critique at no health whatsoever though. Unless he has some kind of heal, it's over. Potentially got himself a sippy cup. No health whatsoever. Is he alive or is he dead? It looks like he's maybe dead. He is getting a sippy cup though, so he's getting a little bit of healing. And Tagsy trying to chase after him. I'm surprised Tagsy didn't swap up for Succubus at this point. I feel like the slow with the Succubus would have been fantastic. Cloak of Shadows for the Mortal Coil. That's actually a really good play by critique. Really good Cloak of Shadows there for the Mortal Coil. That is the Drain Life that is going to do some damage to you. Turning the attention onto the pet, building calm points, going for eviscerates. If anything, might be able to kill that main pet. Charging a Tagsy. It looks like he's actually going to shoot back to the pet. I don't know if he meant to Shadow Step to the pet, but that was a cool move. Flagellation on the pet with a sippy cup. What the? He's burning down the pet. He actually killed the Observer. Did Tagsy sacrifice the Observer as it was low though? I would imagine that would have been the move. Critique does at least get himself a bit of a reset with a bit of a shield. Trying to get an interrupt on Tagsy, doesn't quite get it. Trinket by Tagsy, actually burning a trinket just to get all the dots into Critique. And how is this rogue healing from time to time? How is he healing? Is it maybe the you know what? It's probably Ceres from the Druids, which the Druids can't really do much about it. I guess one thing we can ask is for Malfurion, or actually Alonia, to at least be out of bear form. But they kind of have to go in bear form for the flesh scabbed. So maybe that's what's keeping him alive. It's actually kind of crazy. Fear all by Tagsy, but he's melting. Wait, is Tagsy just done these bleeds? Oh my goodness. The Druid just came in, put bleeds, and walked away, and that's it. Oh my god, if only that was their damage in dungeons and raids, I would have loved it. Why is it only a PvP thing? PvP is up, Malfurion might not play very defensive. Is that going to be a wall potentially? Thorns is up. Fey Monster just continued to hit into it all, and that's going to be Thorns down, but a wall is rotated for Malfurion, having to go for a defensive. Better use that wall while you're higher health. Bash into Fame Monster, looking for the reset with a Cyclone. Is that a Trinket? Trinket with a Shackles Malediction. Fame, unless he has a way to break it. Looks like that is going to be full. Flash Cut to fight through the... fighting through the chain, but that's going to be an intro by Fame Monster X. Burning through a Flash Cut, that's going to be it. That is so rough to deal with. And Fame already had a way to port out of the Zuen attack and Nelly, which is on Forge. Alonia with the dots. That's going to be potentially very painful for Fame. Look at that. The dots are in. Fleshcraft. Try to see if you can find it. 20% DR while Fleshcraft is up. And it's just burning right through it. The dots just burned through a full Fleshcraft. And a big bite to follow. Yeah, I think he's basically burnt with those dots and the bite through a full, at least most of a health bar versus a Fame Monster. That's how much damage Alonia did. He had to fight through it. 20% DR, extra shield. Ursul's actually kind of yoinking him out of the way for a second. Alonia with a bar, he's not popping a big wall just yet. Fame locking him down with Fist of Fury. Literally, Fist of Fury is the defensive now, isn't it, for monks? I talked to a friend of mine, he's basically saying, you know, Fist of Fury is not a damaging ability. It is literally defensive. Big bites on Fame. You can see just burning throughout Karma. He doesn't care for the Karma. But does he have the big dots in? Vivify is not enough. Look at that health just plummeting. That's going to be the swarm on Fame Monster. Unless he's a way to break the swarm. Look at his health just not going anywhere. He's trying to Vivify it. He's somewhat coming back. Somewhat. It's a little bit. Even the smallest amounts. Stunned by the druid. Is it over? Is it the end? The bleeds. And there it goes. Alonia taking him out. The monster has been slain. And all it took is a cat bear to take him out. Neophyte. Another one. Another Necrolord Windwalker Monk, which is going to be pretty rough. Alonia does hold on to a wall, did use a lot of bursts for Fame. Trick it out of Alonia, doesn't want to take a lot of damage here. Thorns is up really early. There goes the wall as the Karma comes out for Neophyte. He's getting really aggressive, trying to make those spinning crankings do work. Neophyte, oh my goodness. He just used the Trill TKO strats. Big kick on a Dan. What is that? Rise of Sun Kick. Dan actually just panicked, pressed every single offensive and defensive, vanished out of there. Neophyte is super low in health. He is bleeding out. Ring of Peace is going to boop him out of it. In cap the wrong guy on Forge. But the Fist of Fury, I think, still got him. Yeah, there's no way. Cheap shot. Dave just trying to get whatever dots he can. And Dan still has armor. Dan is still in play. The warrior wants to get in there and play the game. There it goes. Just tag him out, dude. Tap in. Fear onto Neophyte, trying to Warbreaker him down with an Avatar. Big Nightfate burst with an Execute, slamming him down. Who's up next? It has to be Mamako or G-Funk. Neophyte is, Nelly's like, yo, I got not a lot of healing, so let's get the show on the road. Into a Blaze, Storm Bolts, a G-Funk. Nelly with a parry and a Rallying Cry. With a Trinket to follow, but it looks like they maybe are out of options with the Freezy Trap, and G-Funk I think has him in a basically an unavoidable situation. Try to see if he might be able to get out of dodge, but the Arms Warrior does not have any self-healing. G-Funk with literally a kill command to take him out. My goodness, dude. These monks, actually druids and monks, dude, the biggest menaces of arena, the biggest melee menaces of the arena. Just lost 90% of my HP. I saw. I think it was a BDB Rising Sun Kick with all the images and all of them procced. Literally feels like all of them procced. All of them got the kick and all of them got the proc. That is insane. That's monks for you. Oh my god. And we were told before this patch, like, oh, Necrolord monks BDB burst. That's more of an AoE thing. It's not really a single target thing. Yeah, BS. Look at that Rising Sun Kick. That is so much. Jesus! My goodness. Kragar, we're back in. We're ready? Alright, Kragar, who we throwing in? Jesus or Sentry? I think Sentry. Sentry and Kragar gotta play again. I think those two never really got a good chance to play against one another in the opener. Gotta get him back in. Sentry, are we ready? Sentry whispering right now. Архи, напиши мне на игре, если твоя команда готова или нет. Just trying to do it in Russian as best I can, dude. You know, 40k HP, though, you're gonna get melted by 255 monk. Is it 255? That's actually crazy. I was gonna say, isn't the highest item level is 252, but actually no, in PvP, I guess it goes to 259, doesn't it? That's crazy, dude. The guy is really geared. 3 out of 5, Sentry. Okay, we can throw Jesus at him. Just throw Jesus at Kragar. Throw Jesus at you. Alright. Kragar, you know, let's get Kragar like 2 games in a row, dude. I don't know why he won the BGs. We gotta get him in here, dude. Yo, Sentry, we versus Kragar after this. How does that sound? Or maybe we throw Pelor at him. Should we throw Pelor at him? Something like that. How can I sign up for PvP arenas? Israel Arenza Lakua. Did I say it right? I probably said it wrong. But LFG, you have a pin in the chat at the top to show you exactly how to do it. Otherwise, go to LFG for EU, because we're doing them on Friday. Friday is EU, Saturday and day. Go to LFG and go to search, type number 5, enter. Look, you speak Russian? A little. I'm forgetting Russian a bit by bit, but I try to speak it whenever I can with the Russian boys. Like, I've read something in Russian in chat, I try to respond to it. But that's how I know how to, like, that's how I can read all the names of the Russian boys, like Advo, Kragar, Master Fruit, which is the guy in the middle. Then it's a Masochist, and then Tanks, which is the Paladin in the bottom left. That's how I know how to read those names. Like, otherwise I just have to give them like nicknames. But yeah, I speak a bit of Russian, I read a bit of Russian, but I'm forgetting a lot of it though. So I do apologize if I say something weird. All right, switch. Got us a team 1. Just named him, but we got us as Kragar, Masterfoot, Masochist. Oh, Oh, I like that Mog. A Blood Off? That looks good. And tanks. And we're going to be first up versus team 4. One missing. Hopefully they'll get in. We got ourselves Bach. We got ourselves Jesus as well as Leatherface. And Unlucky then. And looks like they actually had Hype. And Hype feels is bugged. I can't even target Hype. Do you have a slug in your head? Did Hype leave? Did he like... something happened? I think he DC'd. Because Adam is doing damage to Hype, but his health isn't going anywhere. I think he DC'd really badly. Something must have happened. It looks like they're going to send Leatherface out versus Advo instead, but hopefully we'll be able to at least get him in. Yeah, looks like the Hype left. Or DC'd, or left. We're not sure. Maybe he'll get back in. Leatherface getting opened up with those big stun. Mortal, I didn't realize Advo would just put up all the big guns in the opener, tossing out them team bolts, and Leatherface looking for the bit of that reset. Does he still have Fleshcraft? Did he already use it? I think he might have already used Fleshcraft stun onto Advo as Leatherface tracks the distance. The pets are charging in to help out the Demon Overlord Advo. As he got himself some Demon Bolts flying in, Leatherface catches himself at a less than half health, less than ideal situation. Blur is available. That's going to be an interrupt onto Advo. I think it was an interrupt on the Demon Bolt. Or Handle Gul'dan, which locks him out of Demon Fire, I think, or Shadow Flame spells, as well as, yeah, I guess Shadow Flame. That's going to be Leatherface trying to go for Fleshcraft behind the pillar, at least able to catch up on a little bit of health. If Leatherface can actually slay one of the demons, can he just eat their souls and gain buff? Because then, it's not a thing you can do. Like, just choose one of those imps and just Chaos Striking an imp. Can't you do that? I'm pretty sure that he would have been doing it by now if that was a real strategy. I don't think it is though. Decimator Bolt getting set up. Advo is going to have some sort of semblance of damage for the Demon Bolts of that Decimator Bolt. It's going to be enough to at least break through the tough exterior that is Fleshcraft Shield. Fear of that stun going to be Leatherface actually with a Shadow Meld. Big port for Advo, covering a lot of mobility over the other side of the arena with a quick interrupt onto Leatherface and the I-Beam, wall into Fear, walling this damage off as Advo trying to recover. That is a pretty big defensive getting used right now. Advo also mixing it up a little bit. Depending on the team that he's running up against, he's not running Reflect anymore. So I guess a Shackle Malediction, as long as Leatherface doesn't have any CC to worry about like Mortal Coil, Fears, or Pet Stun, he could Shackle with no way out. Gonna be a Demon Summon. What if Advo could somehow control these demons, by the way? What if he could go and, what is that ability called? Control Demon? What if you could use Control Demon on him? I don't remember what the ability of the name is, actually. Stun onto Advo. Dominate Demon? Is that what it is? As he sends a Mortal Coil at Leatherface with a stun to follow. And Leatherface taking a bit of damage. These Fez, dude, as soon as they get on him, as soon as those guys close the gap. Which actually for Advo, he kind of like, he wants to stay away from Leatherface, wants to keep the demons over there. Leatherface is going to close the gap. And the demons are even slower than Leatherface, right? Advo wants to keep him at bay. And the demons having to run all the way back. Decimator Bolt trying to get set up, and it's going to be some Demon Bolts flying for Advo with a bit of damage, not getting that execute range onto Leatherface, but still 100% crit with extra, I think 50% more damage to crit. It is still quite a bit of damage. What the hell's going on? Was Masterford just wrathing him? Did he convoke accidentally? I think that's what happened. Well, hopefully it didn't do too much damage to Leatherface. Hopefully those rats were just hitting him and tickling him. Flashcut is up for both of them, and Advo is going to have the interrupt. Not a stun to Leatherface, just an interrupt. He's still holding on to that summon demon though. Getting the big proc. Advo at least has a bit of a flashcut to work with. Breaking through the flashcut for Leatherface, not like he had much of a shield to work with. Can't use it in Demon Hunter Demon as a hostile target. That'd be hilarious if you could though. I think that'd be awesome if you could. Well, how cool would that be? Stunned before the Decimating Bolt comes out. Advo porting away as Leatherface. Still has to chase after him. One thing else I noticed, Leatherface, he is running Rain from Above. Is he playing a PvP combo of Rain from Above with the backflip? Like, there's no way he is, right? But that'll be a really good combo. You go for Eventual Retreat. That gives you immunity to CC 1, as well as 75% damage reduction. You go flying up in the air. You maintain that buff while you're up in the air. Is that a thing that he does? Or is it just Rain from Above just in case things really get sour? Maybe like just to get away from a shackle. Stun to Advo. The Advo does have a lot of pets up with a big port. Gonna go for that Tyrant. Leatherface interrupt that Tyrant. The mobility of this guy is insane. Is that going to be CC chain maybe for Advo? More to call onto Leatherface. Does he have Decimator Bolt? It does, but the line of sight works in the favor of Leatherface. That horror effect for Mortal Coil just sends him in the perfect position. Trinket's out of that stun with a second stun to follow. Decimated Bolt actually does hit Leatherface while he's at half health, interrupting the I-beam. The demon spawns in as Adva gets interrupted, trying to land yet another fear onto Leatherface, denying the demon that he can slay. But I don't know if Adva has enough damage. Burn through all those demon bolts. Leatherface just charging at Adva. Looks like maybe one more demon bolt will steal. Wait, no, he still has ult too. I guess he just didn't have the demon bolt procs, but he still has demon bolts. Wait, these could still hurt. This could actually be super painful. Wall up for Adva. Fear onto Leatherface, trying to go for a bit of drain life. He might need to send out those demon bolts with a stun or something. Stun onto Leatherface. Fear him right after. Just going for drain lives. Does he not have demon bolt procs? I don't think he has demon bolt procs. He literally has big damage ever, and he just couldn't use it. That is so unfortunate. And Leatherface summons a Shavara. Can slay it anytime he wants to. Fleshcraft, no way to stop it. Does he have an interrupt? He has an interrupt for Leatherface, but Leatherface does not have an interrupt for Adva. 6 minutes into this duel, and these two have just been battling each other. Leatherface is playing for 2, dude. There was a paladin ahead of him, so he's trying to play for 2, trying to give us a bit of a show. Fear spam comes in, and Adva with a decimated bolt, stun to Leatherface. The demon bolts are gonna do a bit of damn. Definitely gonna do a bit of damn now that Leatherface does not have a flesh cap. I-beam is up. There's gonna be leech to counteract the damage from Adva. And hopefully this time he'll... It looks like he was able to spend all of his demon bolts already. That was way too quick, maybe. Yeah, he was able to spend them. That demon bolt did no damage compared to the other ones. Actually crazy. Dude just healed the Warlock, healed for 24k, did AK. Did he really? I think Masterfoot, if Masterfoot did end up healing Advo, did he actually? That's a bit unfortunate if he did. Can I get a screenshot of the healing he did to him? I actually want to see it. That's super unfortunate if that's true. That's actually a little bit I don't know if he meant to though. Masterfoot isn't generally the kind of guy to like just press convoke just to cheese things. He shows up in these duels way too often to do that. Advo has a bunch of demons with a turn set up, stun to Leatherface. Does he have a second stun? Was that Mortal maybe? Demon getting slain by Leatherface, but the other demons are just blasting him. Demon decimated bolt at half health. Does go for a shadow melt. Did his shadow melt those decimated bolts? Did his shadow melted? Because if he shadow melted it, he's not letting them do damage. He doesn't let him do damage then. I don't think they actually apply for demon bolts. That's actually huge. Leatherface might have just shadow melted the strongest ability in the toolkit of Advo. And he's still charging at him. Metamorphosis is up. Just trying to do whatever he can with Leech. Stun, trick inside of it with the darkness. He needs whatever damage he can. Imprison, trying to hit the demon. Oh no! As he had a fell puppy spawn in. If only darkness just helped him out just a little bit more. Bach up next. Got himself big damage on the Advo. I think it's over. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. What's up, Dan? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Dude, I need a screenshot. Did Masterfoot actually end up healing him for a lot? I need to see just how much he healed him for. Somebody have a screenshot, like somebody in this game right now, like details. Because I think you'll be able to see it. Bog just throwing Freezer Trap on a Masterfoot and retreating. Man, that was an intense duel between those two, though. Those two played each other. Only paladins will deliberately interrupt only once. True! Actually, only interrupts deliberately interrupt only once. Well, I think maybe we've had rogues do this before. Maybe we've had like other classes just get a pot shot, send a Gaza link over in Discord or in chat. Because in chat, I won't be able to see it in chat. Chat links don't work, at least not for me. But if you drop it in Discord or just send me a message in Discord, that'll work too. Just so I can see it. We'll show it on stream. If he did, I end up killing him. I don't think he did on purpose. Masterfoot, that's just not his thing usually. Big damage onto Masterfoot. Roar, and as Bach still just blasting him with aim shots, kill shots. Oh my god, interrupt him on a convoke. Masterfoot is in a bad spot right now. Trinkets, arcane shots, are they going to be enough though? Wait, does he have Storm Surge ready? Maybe potentially. Steven, my man, thank you for becoming a member for 39 months in a row. That's a lot. Freeze the trap. Bach looking for that aim shot. Does he get the hit here? Oh, kill shot to follow. Can we get a hashtag Steven, my man? 39 months in a row membership, my dude. Need one for Alliance group? Yo, Wonder Blizz boys. Alliance, looking for one more. If you're Alliance and you want to play on EU, join in. Warlock once gets booked the meter death of only one demon hunter. Did he? Okay, so usually it's paladins that do that, but not always. Oh, well, usually it's the paladins, but we've had, I guess, and not with what Arthur was saying, we've had other classes that have done it before, which is unfortunate. Yeah, but a majority, dude, a vast majority, besides a couple bad apples, join the duels and everybody has their own fun. You know what I mean? I'm glad, dude. I'm glad. I'm happy with stuff like that. Bach trying to see if he can hit him with, oh, it does hit him actually with a slow. Gonna be a flesh cut out for Masochist with a wall, unable to be interrupted. Is that gonna be him burning through a full flesh cap? I actually burned through a full flesh cap with a stun around the corner. That was a wall and a 20% DR of that flesh cap. And Masochist was able to take up all that damage. Mordecai set it back while he's spinning around. And he was trying to figure out where's this hunter. Just spun around looking for him. The timer is up. If he has a stun onto Bach or anything, he could be in a good spot. Bach going for that sippy cup from the Kyrian. That's going to be knocked back on the turret with that thing go. That thing actually got knocked back in the stern rotation onto the pet. Bach given opportunity since the pets are focused on his hunter pet. At least able to get away. Slow onto Masochist. Potentially hit him with the Kyrian. Demon bolts flying in. And he's going to have the pet actually taunting the demon for a second. But Masochist making sure to course correct. The stun to Bach could be in a bad spot. Does he go for a feign death potentially? Threw down a trap for Masochist. Couldn't quite catch him though. Bach scatter shot into Masochist. So I think he's trying to maybe max range this. Might have to go for feign death potentially. Feign death camo. Not a clean one. One of the demon dogs is still attacking his bed. Bach having to go for Exil. If he can somehow get a slow or root onto Masochist or a freezing trap, he will be okay. And that's going to be a Masochist with a drain life on that pet. Bach, if you can somehow root him in place, you'll actually be okay. Slow, but Masochist throwing down a stun into Bach. Bach with a pet sack, might be able to survive it. Double tap is available into an interrupt onto Masochist. Kyrian bursts up, actually has a full burst, trying to go with a big explosive. Oh, he does get the kill, but he does die himself. He sent the aim shot midair as he fell. Oh my god, that was amazing. What a clutch comeback for the hunter. A little reckless, but he did it. Thanks is going to be up next, which is Jesus playing now the Necrolord Paladin versus a Necrolord Death Knight, throwing down the gavel, giving him the gavel, and just tearing him apart with those Temple Verdict into a full-blown Divine Storm. Just tearing through the DK. That's going to be grippy hand up for Jesus. Full burst. Tanks is getting stunned. Might want to bubble it or bop it or something. Looks like he doesn't want to do it yet. So that's going to be Chill the Vengeance with a silence to follow. Jesus in a bad spot too. Thanks could be in a bad spot as well. Might have to bubble this. Having to go for a lot of self heals. Jesus going for a necrotic on his own health. With the Dark Pact that goes Lichborn with all the runic power. Trying to go for as much self healing while he can. Sacrificing the pet. And Thanks still holding on to the bubble. Holding on to it, dude. Just charging in. This Paladin just doesn't really care for anything Jesus throws at him. Not giving out the bubble. Not really giving him that much of an advantage. And the Divine Storms just do so much work. So much damn. Oh my goodness. Oh, he did get that. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did heal him. Okay, we'll show on stream the heal. There was a little bit. I want to say it was a misclick. Chat, you guys will get to decide. Do you think Masterfoot misclicked the regrow, the convoke heal, or what was it? It's gonna be unlucky actually. Oh my god, that was a lot of burst out of things. Trinket burst. Oh, MM chat, this is going down without a fight. Easy title. Honestly, dude. Honestly, get a shot onto. Thanks, and he's gonna bubble out of it. Unlucky. Does he have any ways out? Does he have Shadow Melt still? Look, an invasion he has. Shadow Step to just stay away. That's gonna be Gavel throwing him. Does have a Shadow Melt, and it's a full flash scout for the Paladin. Dude, this Paladin got Blessing Protection still. If he just can find the rogue, he'll be in a good spot. Also, he got Kevin Slime for 6% more damage. That's actually significant too. That's not insignificant damage. That's some self-healing and the damage as well. Also, I love that Mog. I'm a huge fan of that set. I think this is the elite version. I guess like the elite sort of kind of Cataclysm version. It looks good. You got the full Blood Oath sword and everything. It looks fantastic. Sapped by the rogue. He's looking for a bit of a reset. And Thanks, I think he still has another eye if it does come down to it. He might have to pick up the second eye in order to be able to finish out this duel. We'll see. Well played by the rogue. Well played so far. He did live it. But the duel is not over yet. The rogue still could come back, or Thanks could still claim glory here. Either way, he does have flush cuff, so it's going to make him super tanky. The rogue is looking for a big reset on cooldowns. He's played super safe, maybe even super cheese to some extent. But otherwise, yeah. Gripping Paladin and you while wings are up is definitely was a mistake. Yeah, that could definitely hurt. That can hurt. But as a DK, I think maybe he was kind of hoping, maybe it was not the actual grip, maybe it was the Necrolord grip. Like, you can't really control it. Unlucky trying to go in with a cheap shot kidney shot, but looking for mostly resets, trying to spend the calm points into things. Maybe to get some cooldowns back for dances. He's trying to put some pressure, even a little bit, just to break through that shield. But he's not really trying to tangle with him too hard over there. Shadow Strike, breaking through a shield. Hodge, Rogue has a trinket. Does he go for it? Gavel is down. Could be a big proc for the Pally. Does get big damage, but not the biggest proc ever. The Divine Storms are doing work though. And that's going to be advantaged by the Rogue with a kidney shot onto the Paladin. Trinket out, and Lucky has Cloak and Evasion. Eye for an eye is up for thanks. Unlucky is doing a lot of damage to himself. That's going to be a Blessing of Protection on the bubble, on the blind. Unlucky with a Shadow Meld. And thanks might have used blind Bop maybe a little early. Flash Cut is up. Unlucky can't really interrupt it at the moment. Yo, actually Unlucky might be able to do this. What? Gateway? I was thinking the precision grip for a second, but he didn't press gateway. Oh no. Unlucky probably was like, what? How did they move it so fast? Yeah, I think Unlucky is just gonna go for a full reset. Yes, Shadow Blade's coming up very soon. Trinket back up. Shadow Meld, I don't know if he has Shadow Meld. Maybe he does. This is why Thanks needs to be extra careful, needs to get the Rogue in combat somehow. Needs to find a way to just auto-attack the Rogue through a wall or something, anything. Needs to find a way to just get him out in combat. He needs to. Sap might have the second set of eyes though. Potentially a second set of eyes. I don't know if Cracker went to see if there's a second set of eyes up or not. Nothing there. Yeah, he's looking for him. He's looking for him. 70% DR or dampening. So it's not really going to give either one of them that much healing. I'm wondering if things might be able... I mean, with Unlucky and how long he's taken to get his cooldowns back, I'm wondering if things by then will have a bubble. And then that would be a perfect counter, like a pretty hard counter for anything the Rogue does. Just an immunity, unless the Rogue has a way out. But then the Rogue will, but in terms of like healing reduction... Like, eventually, you'll just run out of options. Thanks getting blasted with cheap shots. Could be really bad for him. Goes for a Hodge, and that's gonna be a trinket out of Unlucky them. That was full burst without a defensive. He waited it out until he had everything. Shadow Blades, all of it. Kragar is the last one left as the Necrolord got himself at least a bit of flesh cap. It's really gonna come down to cooldowns, and Unlucky without a trinket. If Kragar just gets a proc, it's over. Even through evasion, he's just gonna be able to overpower him. Stormbolt could be really, really deadly. So for Unlucky, I mean, he's really just trying to take the duel in his favor. Very, very high dampening, but he might as well have a good finish. He might as well win if the game is gonna go this long, right? So honestly, I can't really blame him. Maybe it's just because I play Rogue, so I'm biased in that regard. I don't know. It'd just be dumb just to come out and just die. He might as well do what he can to win. He actually got full CDs except for Trinket, except for Shadow Blades. So I wonder if he'll even come out versus Kragar, utilizing the defenses. Or maybe trying to see if he can vanish Kragar's stun. Because if he could Shadow Meld Kragar's stun, then he could ignore it completely. I wonder if that's worth. Kragar, he does have a little bit of an advantage. He is a warrior, so he could always Zerk or Rage out of a sap. So there's no real way for the Rogue to stop him. Kragar with a leap. He knows where the Rogue is at. Quick charge. Gonna be trinket out of it. Stormbolt. Going for the big damie. Does he go for Blaze Storm potentially? Blaze Storm does. Blaze Storm chasing after the Rogue. He's taking lots of damage, but he's gonna be able to sprint out of there. The bleeds from the mastery from the warrior is gonna get the Rogue out for a second. I don't think the bleeds last as long, but Kragar at least has an idea where the Rogue is at. If he has another leap, charge. Does he get it? Wait. Oh my god, another leap. Oh my god. Wait, is there still a bleed on him? No, there's not. I was gonna say, triple leap for Kragar. So close. No more trinket for Kragar though. Picking up the eye again. He has parry. If he can maybe pre-parry, Stormbolt is available as well. If he can Stormbolt anything, Zerker Rage, if only he had those few leaps. If only he had a leap right now. Yeah, not much he can do in that situation. The only other thing that Kragar I think can do... Wait, the Rogue opens. Stormbolt into a Rogue. Has a trinket. But I might want to use it here. That's going to be free damage for Kragar. Potentially parry maybe. Into a kidney shot. That's going to be Unlucky trying to see if he can make a play here. Does he take down Kragar? I think he has it right now. This time in the last second. The Rogue trinkets it. And the Rogue does end up taking him out. Not bad at all. Wait, the Hunter got 3 kills? Wait, really? That's a lot. Has 7% crit. Huge. The mustache? Yeah, it does. Your mustache is awesome. Thanks so much, Ender Forest. Appreciate ya. Sentry? Yo, can we get Sentry versus Krager? I think Krager gotta go again, dude. Team Krager gotta go again, because Krager himself hasn't got to play at all. Head Dalaran, look for a group Highlander, Alonia, Blizzard, Pavak. Okay, I could add you, Pavel. I could add you, my guy. Yo, let's take a look at that, the heal. Let's take a look at the heal from the, here we go. So Masterfood did end up pressing Convoke. I think he didn't mean to, but he did end up doing 23k healing to Advo and his pet with regrowths. That is actually unfortunate. But we also saw Rask come out, so I think he pressed Convoke and went cat form. And then it's just, since he's a cat, he can't really heal as much, so I think he started wrathing the Demon Hunter. I don't think he meant to do it on purpose. I don't think he meant to. I'm not gonna hold that against him. But yeah, well, he did have a random Convoke heal onto the... I think Leatherface might have actually won that duel against Advo. Unfortunate. Honestly, unfortunate that it happened the way it did. But yeah. Sentry and Krager, I think, yeah. Let's go, boys. That was actually such a close duel, dude. Let's get Sentry, and then afterwards we'll go for... I think it's Highlander, and we'll figure out Crippers. Maybe Crippers, yeah, let's go Crippers. We go Fame Monster X. Let's try to see if we can Krager and Sentry, unless Krager is done. And if that's the case, then I'm okay with that too. Fix him under the ground, Blizzard. Fix him out to the ground, please. Let's play nice. He did pretty good. He played really, really well. For like trying to win the game, he did do everything he needed to do to win. That is true. 83, 84, 85. There we go. That's where I got so many clutch kills. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Dual wield Frost DK worth it when you miss out on so much of Blood Burst? I don't think it was actually a two-hand Frost DK. I think he's a dual wield. He just utilized the artifact weapon for he's just utilizing the artifact weapon appearance. So he can have a two-hander, but it looks like he's dual wielding, but he's not actually dual wielding. Yeah, so you just use applying an artifact weapon appearance. I think Jesus has a two-hander as his main weapon. Oh yeah, what's up, King? How you doing, my guy? Right back when Dalaran got up to the road considering his stealth, waiting for Jesus to come back a few years ago, I think. Was it really? I think we're kicking a rogue for sitting in stealth, waiting all the cities came back. I think it was like a really extra cheesy, literally resetting. I think it was either Legion or BFA when they could do that. They literally did not have to open up on the game at all. They could literally just wait in CC. And I think the rest of the chat was like, they wanted blood. So I was like, you know what? Let's give them blood, huh? Yeah. Let me see. Pavak, right? Pavak, gotcha. Cool. So you can make groups in the future. Is Krager playing? It looks like Krager isn't playing, so we gotta get Sentry. So Sentry versus Highlander. Let's do that, right? Because Highlander needs to play as well. Let's do that. Let's do that. Sentry and Highlander. I don't know if they played each other or not. I hope they didn't. Highlander. Unless Pavel, if you have the group, whisper him right now. Oh, actually, you probably does have the group, doesn't he? We gotta fight. Okay, he's the group lead now. Krager off. Okay. That's fine. I just need to know who's playing who. Pavak. PAVVAC. There's a one I'll add. Will you add me on BNet? It's not like I'll add you. I have no problem adding anybody that wants to make groups. It's not that I like. It's not a rule that I have. Like, oh, you win, you get added. It's not a thing we really do. But I'll add you if you're someone who wants to join the duels regularly and even interested in making groups for the duels. I'll add you. I have no problem doing that. That's all I really need. Just names on BNet of people that are interested in making groups whenever we do these duels. Yeah. So I have no problem adding. It's not like a reward system or anything like that. You won. You get him my real ID. I think that'd be kind of... That's not how I really ever read it. Thinking about it. It's interesting. Oh, man. I have no problem adding your mouthy, though. Which one were you? Because I'm really bad with names. Were you the rogue? Were you the rogue at the end there? I'm really bad with names because you guys will have like one name in game, one name in chat, one name in real ID. And I'm bad with names, dude. Ask anybody. Ask any of the veteran boys of the duels. Barely remember him. So Twitch, we got ourselves Alex Stradia. Is that the name? Oh, What a Mog. Oh, I actually like the shoulders. Look at the Mog. I like the shoulders. Yo, that looks so good. Are they supposed to be that dark? Or is that like a recolor? That looks so good. Archie looks like he's going to be first up versus Nelly. Nelly charging in. Night Fae. Arms Warrior. Going to be Archie busting out the boys. The Earth Elemental. The Wolves. Not really going for a sentence just yet. Strongbow by Nelly. With Blade Storm, is he going to go for the big knockdown versus Archie? Looking for that leap fear onto Archie so he doesn't go anywhere. Another Blade Storm cancels it. Big Avatar is available. Big damage drop right now. Nelly actually taking damage himself. That's how much Archie as he goes in for Chain Harvest. Wall is up for Shaman. Shadow Melt for Nelly. Avoiding the Shackles. Trying to go for Shackles of his own, but a Storm Strike just blasts him down. That was actually so much potential burst. They will just try to play against one another, try to see if we can push each other over the limit with the big cooldowns. Just one of them had to go down. And the Arms Night Fae Warrior. I think that playstyle has a lot of damage, but I don't know about healing. Big damage to the Archie though. Oh my goodness. Malfurion came in, literally loaded him up with dots, threw down the swarm, and that's it. And then just walked away. And just walked away. That's just a lot of damage in the opener. Jarek, Rosh, going for the Necrolord play. Big Avatar. That's going to be Roar. Zerka rages out of it. Blaze storming after Malfurion. I think he's still clipping him with it. Into Exicus that give him a short charge. Does he have a normal charge potentially? Throwing a weapon, trying to keep Malfurion in combat. Does he have a leap? Leap to catch up. Fear to follow. Does Drek have maybe a big go? Potentially. Strombolt not up for a while. Is going to go for a little bit of a defensive play with the Ignore Pain. Bash by the Druid. Potentially Trinket. Cyclone? No. No Cyclone. It's an interrupt. Malfurion with the Flash Cap trying to Stormbolt it is immune to CC, and Malfurion is at least going to be able to catch up on healing. Seeing Thorns, Drek bailing out of there, leaping away. But that's going to be a Druid able to load up all the dots just to get a big old bite. That's a lot of bleeds on Drek. Unless he has a Flash Cap behind the pillar, it's going to be the bad spot. Could be thinking about using a parry just to give himself a bit of a defensive Slime Shield, proccing. And now he's got no more defensive. Flash Cut is up. That's going to be a big old Skull Bash by Malfurion. And the Shackles, unless he can stop the Shackles, it could be really bad. Stormbolt at least disrupts the Shackles, but he no longer has the Flesh Cap. So if Drek is playing, is he playing defensive stance? I think he's playing second win like some of the Warriors have been with Flesh Cap. If you get interrupted or Flesh Cap, it's over. You need that Flesh Cap for the big second win to be super tanky. And it looks like he maybe might have played his hand a little too early. Alexstradian playing now the Demonology Warlock versus Malfurion opener immediately. Not even a pet stun. Alexstradian is going to have to find a way to deal with the bleeds. That's going to be a Necrolord playstyle. He has a full Necrolord Flash Cut shield burned with his dots. This is going to be Malfurion trinketing. Looks like he's just going in ham, trying to see if he might be able to capitalize on a play. Going to be the second Felguard summon with a Fair Lord on top of it. Alexstradian is still melting though. He's going to have to burn every single defensive Warlock Hellstorm with a Dark Pack, everything. Malfurion not even walking away from this whole army of demons. That's going to be a Tyrant. And as soon as the Tyrant comes out, this one Malfurion going for a bit of a reset. Friends of Regen is his best friend. Allow him to at least catch up on heals. Alexstradian burned the wall. I'm not sure when did it do it. Shackles of Malediction has to surround him, but Malfurion just taking him out. Mamaka charging in next as a survival hunter and actually letting Malfurion get a bit of a reset. Let him have more or less of an honor duel. I'm the rogue unlucky then? Okay, cool. You played really well last game, honestly. It was a big dampener game, lots of resets, but if it's a game as long as that, it's like, might as well win it. What's the point of losing that one? Flash got down for Malfurion. Mamaka. Are you a Necrolord yourself? I think he's Venthyr or something. Don't remember what Mamaka is exactly. What covenant they're playing currently. Malfurion opening up. There was a trap left somewhere and it looks like the Pharaoh did not walk into it. Looks like it's right on the other side. I wonder if there's a tower trap or like a knockback trap. Mamaka able to go full Venthyr Burst, try to get the dots loaded up into Malfurion, but the Root keeps him in place and trying to go for. Was that a disengage or just were they just trying to jump and they got rooted? Maybe they tried to jump and got rooted down because that was a real disengage there. Maim onto Mamaka, Trinkets out of it. Feign Death, trying to move, maybe get rid of the dots. This is going to give himself a bit of a heal. Thorns is up for Malfurion as he got full Berserk Barskin, so you can just continue staying aggressive, trying to sustain big pressure onto Mamaka. The dots are doing a lot of work. Harpoon to switch places with Mamaka with Malfurion for a second, but Mamaka with those dots. I mean, it's just over. The bleeds, once they're set in, that's it. And Chirp is going to be the hero that we need. Chirp, is he going to be the one to stop Malfurion? Literally needs to stop Malfurion in Storm Rage. Is he going to be able to do it, dude? He's the last one left. Last one. The homie, dude. Is he Night Fae or is he he's Night Fae, I think, right? Actually crazy. How he do 100%? I mean, like 100% of his health in DM. We just put up bleeds, threw down swarm, and that's it. The guy melted. Yeah, the Necrolord Feral in PvP is huge single target damage. I just wish it was that good in like PvE. And I've heard from a guild that apparently it can be, but it's like a really busy playstyle and just not really worth it. Like in Sims, it does okay, but in reality, it's like not amazing. There goes the dots. Look at them. Chirp. Having to go for big Frenzy Regen. That's emergency healing Frenzy Regen. Big Convoke the Spirits on my Fury. Does he get to check him out? Is that going to be the burst? My Fury and Bear from Frenzy Regen. Immediately Barskin is up. Norwal. A Chirp got himself full incarnation. My Fury caught up on full health. Actually, even using a Warlock Healthstone from Dwarfy just to make sure he's stopped off. Shackles and Malediction onto the Feral Druid. Desi on way out of it. Quick roar into Chirp. Still trying to pressure him with Star Surges, but Malfurion is doing a-okay for now. Knocked back by Chirp. Trying to go for Cyclone versus Chirp. That's going to be a Barkskin. Malfurion at least able to catch up a little bit of hell. I like that Kulturan look, by the way. The Kulturan forms look fantastic, honestly. Malfurion get himself a bit of a reset. That was full cooldown on Chirp. I think Chirp can still maybe do this. I think out of anybody could do it, he might be able to. At least not letting the Feral get the proper opener with the Rake. So Chirp is denying that big bleed setup. Maim is up. Malfurion should have full dust roll onto Chirp though. Unless Chirp does not have a way out of it. Frenzy Regen, does he have enough? 6 minutes into the duel, 10% dampener. Malfurion trying to just maintain the dots. Chirp, does he have a way out of it? Trying to regrowth this. Does he have enough? A heal interrupted. And I think Malfurion just has him with a bite. And that's it. That's the Necrolord Feral Kitty bleed. That's all it is. Just big Feral Kitty burst. Not even burst. It's just constant pressure. And it's just so much harder whenever you have the swarm on you. My goodness, it's so strong in PvP. I wish that's the damage that Ferals did in like dungeons and raids. I really wish Ferals were about bleeds in dungeons and raids. In PvP, it's fantastic that they actually can do it with a swarm. But man. Like if I could get a flip and Ferals are all about bites in PvP and bleeds in PvE, I would do it in an instant, dude. I would do it in a heartbeat if you could somehow guarantee it. Crazy good. Actually insanely how good it is. There's just so much damn. So much. I thought what could the Chirp was the Durotara Propal? Or would he go from Durotar? Yeah. Он нас пропал с Durotare и как его прилетел на дуэли. Try to say that I tried to say in Russian that Chirp left Durotar, like Durotar the area with the duels, and then flew over to the duels. To our duels. You love it, Dal? It's really easy for me. Yo, I don't know. Amir, my guy, it is cheesy, but you pumping. It is cheesy, dammy, but you got the pump, dude. Oh my god. The fact that you say it's easy, don't say it's easy, dude. People that do arenas already hate on different classes. People already hate on BM hunters, Windwalker monks, Feral Druid, Necrolords. Come on, man. Don't say it's easy. Man, oh my god. Just gonna have people hating Feral Druids even more. It's gonna call late for me. I get up early for work. Add me in the future. Check one. Okay, I can add you. Yeah, hopefully you have me. You gotta add you? Okay, I'll just add you. Hopefully it'll work. Check 1 2 4 6 oh 6. Hopefully that'll work out. I just lose to the monk. Man, that's still pretty crazy, honestly. That's still pretty crazy. I saw it /s. Oh, what? Check one. Okay, I got you. Perfect. Awesome. Cool. So I guess we'll have you for the next duels next week. Alrighty, boys. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of you for joining. Super fun hanging out with all you guys here. Very fun with the duels. It is 7. We're gonna call it here. I gotta get some food, and I also gotta get some PTR stuff done. I've been enjoying hanging out over there. Guys, seriously, if you have a chance on PTR, if you have a character that you wanted to level with Shadowlands, and you have like level 50, like an alt from a previous expansion, get on PTR, copy that character over, and do the moss skip, and then try the Threads of Fate. Just do it for a couple levels. Just have some fun with it. And then just don't touch it until 9.1.5 comes out. Because with how fast you're leveling right now on PTR, you're gonna love it once it gets released. You're gonna love it. Do bonus objectives. Try those. They give you renown. Do Torghast as leveling. And same Torghast, but at least you get XP and Soul Ash. Maybe Q4 Battleground, because there's apparently a weekly Battleground you can do. But there's like a weekly or daily events that you can do to give you a load of XP. Just for doing activity. Which I think is really good. Like if you're someone who wants to play the game casually, just go in, do some dailies, do some objectives, do some world quests, and bow out. It'd be really fast. It's so good, dude. Later, bro. See you. Have a good night. Yo, damn the man. Thanks so much for coming by. I do appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much, my guy. Love the stream, dude. Hope to see you tomorrow. Yeah, boys, we will. Gonna get the NA duels tomorrow, boys. Get the NA, boys. Some games. And have a bit of fun. Thanks for those, boys. Yo, thank you so much for joining. Join the Discord. Add me on Related Down. Check 140 if you guys are interested in making groups in the future. We do this every single week. Friday for EU, Saturday NA, the same time. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing more duels. Alrighty, you guys have a good one. Always fun hanging out with you guys all. And Steven, my man, drag you out. Actually, I want to give Steven a big name because this has been a big supporter for quite a while, dude. Quite a while. So let's do like this. Just to make sure, and you know what, we'll keep it down there just so names can be a little bit, like bigger names can be seen a bit better. At least for now. But my man Steven, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Always fun hanging out with all of you. You guys have a good one. And I'll see all of you boys in next stream. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
Shoppers, better cook those risks. Cold blood in my fist, we fire starters. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could die. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks. Rise. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world, my critics